Oh my goodness. Look at all those shiny, happy faces. And we have Tally back. We have an exclusive return of Tally back from her impromptu break. And then we've been told that she's got a year left in her double major. And then hopefully she'll be back for season 3, depending on how many survivors that we may have. I don't know. I feel like this group is long overdue for a TPK. So, you know.
We
just had, look at Alexa's like, fuck you.
Literally just had a TPK.
Well,
he killed the bad guy and all of us at the same time.
True. That's true. That was a fun session. I can't wait till we come back to that one with the time dilation and the year gets explained away to all of you. I can't wait till you guys look up in the sky and you only see one moon up in the sky. That's going to be fun.
That's not good.
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to do part 2.
Fucking better be looking after those goddamn eggs. I don't trust this dude, Jeff.
They've been secretly sold off to the Iron Collective, but don't you worry, everything will be fine.
What the fuck does the Iron Collective want with some toucan Aarakocra?
Same thing they want with everything.
Yeah, they just want to
Trying
own
to
at least
take
a
over the
pair.
world.
They're like the evil Noah's Ark. Don't worry about it. There is a notion that the world is connected in many different ways. There's this idea that at the beginning of stories is the middle with the eventual idea of getting to the end. This story for this particular group, for Puck, for Xanath, for Earthen, for Spot, and somewhere out there in the astral ether fighting many astral wars, a young elven woman that goes by the name of Winter, who someday, who knows, may return to Exandria. Their journeys began in such a way they found themselves discovering many different things that led to a final decision that had to be made. An entity that went by the name of Mason was attempting to sever many different planes of existence, colliding them, and therefore creating an opportunity of a new plane of existence, one upon which Mason intended to build his empire upon. But a group of adventurers, not quite family yet, but working their way towards it, found themselves making decisions that brought them to the end of this particular journey. At the end of that journey, not only was Mason defeated and the castle structure of Strahd cast out into the Lucidian Sea amongst the Shattered Isles, but one person in particular had to make a rather emotional choice, one upon which Puck never truly forgave anyone for, because of how close both Puck and Xanath had become. Gods are very demanding. The one thing that's changed since Xanath's sacrifice, some would say needful, some would say unwarranted, depending on your point of view. But the Blood Vault needed to remain guarded. If Strahd were to ever find this place, it could mean a devastation unlike anything that's ever existed in any of the planes of existence. But a year goes by, another year goes by, and some events take place. While those that fought for this world found themselves aging and finding their own way in it, others found themselves fighting a rather unusual battle on Rudius. A creature known as Predathos was contained by a very powerful individual known as Imogen, and therefore the very nature of the world changed. The age of divergence came to an end, and the beginning of an age known as Restoration was set forward. The mortal gods became into existence. They cast themselves out to not be found by Predathos, except for two. One, the greater betrayer god known as Asmodeus, still resides in his kingdom of the Ninth Hell. As far as we know, he does anyways. Meanwhile, the Raven Queen, the youngest of all the gods who would not give up the control of the threshold of life and death, with the intent of continuing the most important journey of any god could ever have, which is to guide the souls away from the lingering stations of purgatory, the lingering areas of the unknown places that the souls could get lost, and guiding them over the threshold of death to find a resting place. But that resting place has changed. The gods are gone. The celestial gate is permanently sealed, and a new era arises in that 10 years. In the Age of Restoration, natural magic and arcane magic have become the center of magic now. This introduces us to a time of artificer magic. Old gods that have been gone for so long that when they heard of a void in the plane of existence, in the material plane, the gods have abandoned this strange world. Now new gods begin to appear, wondering what all the fuss is about. But in this backdrop, the absence of heroes is becoming plainly and painfully noticeable to Exandria. Though that absence is yet to be written, this story is a chapter of individuals that used to travel together, and they heard a call from a good friend of theirs named Puck. Puck had finally figured out how to get Xanath back, but she needed her friends and possibly even new friends to make this happen. When they finally got together in Rockhaven, they found a Puck who was both miserable and happy at the same time. She was either drunk and steering a great brontosaurus dinosaur across the vastness of the Marquette, once again looking for all the clues that could possibly save her friend from the permanent demise of her sacrifice. What was Earthen up to?
So, Earthen, over the last decade, much of the first campaign, he was all looking out for trying to find a place for his home, trying to find a place where his family could settle down, because he had been on the run from the Volstrucker that weren't even in charge anymore. That happened. He made the place with the Voik by the end of the campaign, landed himself there in the Shattered Teeth with the Voik, but had spent so long, like 10 years, running away, that settling down was foreign to him, and he couldn't bear to stay there. The Voik also still ran their raids out in the Astral Sea, and so he took to helming a couple of those journeys, just out to find new lands, and he kept coming back until finally one time he came back and to an empty house. His wife finally found out about the destruction of the Fae, also severing ties with her family, unable to contact her kin and everyone else. And so she left and took the kids to go and try and unravel that, because Earthen wasn't there. Earthen kept going out and going on his journeys. So Earthen pretty broken up from that, but Ironbound, the monk with the big long beard and the metal ball on the end of it, found him, slapped him around, got him back on his feet, and they fought a bit. The old seer, I couldn't find her name in my notes. I was looking and I couldn't get to her name. The old seer came up though, and and sent not Sibo, the Voik seer. Sibo was the
Voik seer, the
Voik seer, the blind Voik seer. Yeah. She says, "Hey, look, you're the head. You're supposed to be the head of all the Voik, and what the hell are you doing?" kind of thing. gets him in contact again with Erebos, the demigod, and they take off together, leading some Voik. And while they're in the astral sea, figure out pieces of the Fae or just kind of pockets of the Fae are floating around out there, and so they start marking Fae pockets in hopes that someone figures out one day how to bring this stuff back together.
Puck's journey had been about finding the way back to Xanath. She had met up with some interesting characters in an effort to accomplish this task. She had met up with Winfred, Jophius, and we'll be introducing my God, my eyes are getting so bad in my old age. And Linnaeus. It's pronounced Linnaeus, right? Linnaeus?
Yeah, Linnaeus.
Linnaeus. Okay, so I was right. The AS at the end. Linnaeus. And we'll get to that. We'll get to spots. But we need to talk about Puck's journey. Puck's journey was, she was convinced that finding out where Xanath was the most important thing to do. She never truly believed that a god would allow a mortal to so carelessly sacrifice themselves. Unfortunately, it was an emotional journey. She found herself at the bottom of a bottle way too many times, but her happy, cheerful, autocratic rulership over Rockhaven gave her the one opportunity she needed, and that was to scan and find the desert. She knew in the vast emptiness of the oldest place affected by calamity, surely there's something out here that would be important enough to understand on how to find Xanath. And then it finally happened. She had heard rumors of a device. She had heard rumors of a very powerful device that might be able to find exactly where Xanath is and then tell the story of how to retrieve her and save her from this unnecessary doom that she found herself in. Well, Puck, Jophius. I don't know why I want to put an E in there. That's got to be because I'm old. So Puck, Jophius, and Earthen, Winfred, and Spot currently stand in an empty desert plateau, looking at a Jaman Saord's dragon form disappear in haste after dropping off the telescope in the middle of this desert. Finally, well, almost finally, just one missing piece of the puzzle. Spot, as you're with everybody else waiting patiently for this mysterious wizard to arrive, what's Spot been doing for the last 10 years since the end of these journeys?
Spot went back to their home village and rebuilt pretty much from scratch a derelict empty pod temple. Took a couple of years, took in a few disciples, decided to open it up to the community once they'd been fully trained up. And much to their chagrin, they took their dam's advice and decided to meet a few nice toms and have a litter. So now, this wasn't a terrible idea. They'd never been opposed to the idea of having kits. But as they repeatedly tell their dam when they talk to him, they only ever fucking had to deal with one of Spot. Spot had 4, and they all take after them. So it has been, their life has gone from chaos to chaos, but now it's not the fun, zany chaos. Now it's the responsibility chaos. So they, Earthen's letter to them arrived in the middle of them. Refereeing is probably the best way to put this. Between their 4 offspring, while all the disciples pretended not to notice, and the other students in the temple just kind of quietly picked sides. So this is kind of the closest thing to a vacation they've had in the last 10 years. And the fact that they're risking life and limb, that's fine. That's honestly less stress.
The desert is warm, if not approaching heat. The great bronze metal telescope stands amongst all of you as you stare at it. Still, Puck tapping her foot on the ground, mumbling under her breath, where is that fucking wizard? As she continues to wonder when he's going to get here. Linnaeus, time and existence is for fools. Wizards don't have time for such nonsense. The thin veil between the places that exist is the light that you look for. But within that veil of light, there is turmoil, and that's what you always look for. You see, the balance of the veil and the balance of the weave and the balance of the universe, the astral sea, whatever you want to call that place that we exist in, has always intrigued you. Traveling these places is where you find the power and where you find what you need to always look for what might happen. In this strange place that you find yourself, you sit upon a tall rock. This tall rock overlooks a strange valley of ancient magic and ancient power. You pull the orbital celestials in towards you. You expand the orbs and the stars around you. Your first marker is a place so far away, you're not really sure how to get there yet. But you can't help but notice that the green and yellow halo that surrounds this place denotes a place in turmoil, in pain, in war. Drifting over the ether of voices, you watch as this place suddenly becomes devoid of divinity. And you've seen divinity flee before. It's not your first time. Divinity is an absence of power. Divinity is an absence of faith. An entire world suddenly closing its mind, its ears, and its souls to the faith of gods is a place that must be interesting, to say the least. There was a moment in your time when a interesting opportunity presented itself. We'll get there, Spot, I promise.
Okay, just making sure you saw it.
There's a moment in time that a small... So it used to be a lot of fun. Was Puck a gnome? Was Puck a halfling? I mean, I used to go back and forth on it all the time.
She is a gnome, which makes the fact that she is primarily does physical combat very unuseful to everybody.
I used to do that all the time. I knew you were a gnome, but it brings back solid memories when we used to do that back and forth. This gnome stands in front of a large obelisk of power on a world that you know to be called Exandria. Your astral projection of yourself suddenly appears at this obelisk, and the two of you have one of the most interesting conversations. She pleads for your help to find a way to find a friend of hers, Xanath. She tells you of a place called a Blood Vault. She tells you of a pact with a failed god that goes by the name of Helm. Puck is convinced that Xanath can be retrieved, that her journey to guard this vault is nothing more than a vain attempt of a god to forego their own privilege and their own responsibility of what they're intended to do. But what interests you, Leonis, is the Blood Vault. You've heard that name before. You kind of know what it means. And here this anguished gnome is calling for help. There's this feeling in your mind as you focus on the orbital strength of the magic around Exandria that you begin to craft your portal gate. You take out the left hand of Vecna. You detach its fingers, and you begin to put the gate pieces together. You then take out the Dawn Father's weapon of power. You begin to combine the two things. See, the funny thing is about gods, when they have the faithful no more, they're awfully easy to kill. And Linnaeus is a killer, to say the least. Magic has no boundaries. Magic is so important that obstacles are mere intrusions in moments of seconds. As you put away Vecna's hand and you put away the helms, the Dawn Father's weapon, you begin to step through this gate of energy and power. You begin to feel the hot wind, the breath of heat, the vastness of the desert. All of you standing around the telescope, watch as a streak of purple begins to expand and a figure step out of it. Lydius, describe what your character looks like, if you would, please.
Okay, so Linnaeus is a human teenager, about 17 years old, dressed in basically all black robes with flicks of fire elements to the cloak. An homage
to Rasslin Majir, obviously.
He has long black hair with some white coming through, and it's long in the front and covers one eye.
It's so anime. I love it.
Yeah. He has a brooding disposition, and sort of flicks his attention here and there.
As you look at the group, you notice one person is familiar to you. Puck. Puck, to refresh everyone's memory, what does Puck look like these days?
Still short. She hoped for a growth spurt, never came. She tries to compensate for it by having just her hair go way up. It's green. She wears kind of like pink armor and goggles.
I feel like she has blocks tied to her boots too. She's got blocks tied to her boots.
Oh yes, no, high heel boots made for her. And an old tiger and a small dragon named
Linnaeus.
Punch.
Yeah, oh, that's right, Punch and Lunch. That's right.
Yeah.
Linnaeus, as you look over to see the familiar Puck, you look at the others standing around. These ones are not quite familiar to you. Winfred, what do you look like?
I go by Winnie the Green. I'm a little old lady halfling, about 400 years old. I've got like curly, wispy gray hair, and I've got like moss on my shoulders, a little salamander sitting on my arm, and little like flowers and sticks and things in my hair. I just look like a very cute old lady who would live in a cottage.
Casting your eyes over to a human who has all the appearances of a bard. What does Earthen look like?
Grayer from the last time everybody saw him. So because he's aging, he's
human,
around 50 now. So
yeah,
but he's been traveling. I mean, he's still lean, but still very soft. But, very squishy.
Even at level 20, what's your hit points at?
70.
Oh no!
Yeah. I have a -2 to Constitution. Minus 2. I had -2 to Constitution and -1 to Strength. So
Dear God.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's why Earthen always stayed away from everything. And if he stayed back,
Oh, yeah.
whoo, stay back here, give away from me, And but journeying with the Voik has made him no stronger in that aspect, but it rounded him off more. He does have more like braids in his hair, in the style of the Voik, so he looks outside of being about a foot shorter than all of them. He looks more like a Voik, and he still wears the crown of Erebos, of the dragon. The Dragon Clan, which has all the eight clans represented all the way around with the dragon in the front. So he still wears that as a sign of his station, but he's getting up there in age.
Jophus, what do you look like?
Detective Jophus.
Doctor.
He's a 6.5 foot tall half orc. Little rugged. Looks like the world has beaten him down. Bags under his orcish eyes, green skin, large protruding teeth, and a signature pork pie hat rests upon his hat.
That's right.
Very tall, very muscular, a little brooding.
Cool. Very orky.
Yeah.
Spot, what do you look like these days?
Spot hasn't really changed all that much, like physically, in the last 10 years. They are definitely grayer about the muzzle, and if you've been around Tabaxi at all, like even people that only have a passing familiarity with Tabaxi, they look haggard. Like they have not
a good night's sleep. They're not eating right.
Yeah. Like they're still
they look like a parent.
They've maintained their physique more or less. They still look largely the same. They may have a bit more of a primordial paunch. I mean, they had 4 kittens. Like, you would
primordial
too.
Paunch.
Yeah, that's what it's called. But yeah, it's but overall, physically, they haven't really changed much. They're still wearing their robe of the Cobalt Soul. But yeah, they just look like they have not had a good night's sleep in probably 5 years, which is probably accurate. So they're just sitting there like, oh God. Oh, it's quiet. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care.
Puck, you recognize the wizard, the young man that you had the experience with at the ore or at the obelisk that you knew would garner a hint. The astral projection was a bit fuzzy. It wasn't great light, and you were drinking a lot that night because you finally were celebrating that you found the obelisk. You don't quite remember him being so young. You just remember him speaking with such a profound understanding of magic. But you definitely begin to recognize Linnaeus. This is the wizard that you've been waiting for. Linnaeus, upon your arrival, seeing Puck and the others, your eye notices the telescope in the sand, kind of very haphazardly placed in the sand. It looks to be like some magical device meant to find something, but mechanical devices aren't really your forte. Not that you need to tell them that. The reality is if Puck understands that the blood vault needs to be found, you are willing to play along to finally figure out where this place is. One of the most significant and important places ever created in the celestial understanding of both gods as well as things that kill gods. Whether or not they know that, you're not entirely sure. But the genuine look of hope and anticipation on Puck's face definitely slices through the kind of calm quiet with a kind of eager anticipation. The telescope stands in the sand. Jamansa Ord fades off in the distance. The gate closes. It's mid-morning. Somewhere in the middle of the Rumedam Desert, Puck's airship settles into the sand nearby where she has it always at hand when she needs it. What would you guys like to do next?
Puck, first, it's good to see you again. Like, comes over and big hug. Spot.
Yes, you look old.
He stands back and just kind of waves at Spot.
I feel like Earth would be just as kind of naive to social interaction. Oh, you've had a lot of work done, huh, Puck? You know, just,
who are these guys? Who's this?
Great question. So that one over there, I think I summoned his dad and he came instead.
Yeah, did you call a child? You brought, like, what are we doing with a child?
I don't know. Listen, it's been a tough 10 years or so, 20 years. I kind of lost track of time. I think this teen, is it emo? Is that what they call themselves today? I think the emo is meant to help us. He seemed more commanding when I saw him last, but to be completely honest, I was drunk, so maybe I think we're in the right direction, though. The other two,
I've missed her Wi-Fi. It's so epic.
is it still? God damn it!
No, you're fine. I just like to tease you. Otherwise, it wouldn't be any fun for me.
You know, I had a bit of a drinking problem for about a year, but I got a friend that can knock that right out of you.
Oh no! If I'm being entirely honest, the track justify the alcoholism, but I think it would be there even without it.
I mean, look. Well, all right.
And you know what? I'm a very functional alcoholic, so it's really not a problem. I promise.
Okay. All right.
The very first thing out of every alcoholic's mouth. I'm high functioning. Don't you worry about me.
Spot, you look
Spot,
great.
how is motherhood treating you?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. How do you know what? No. I'm here now. I'm putting them out of my mind. I need you to know I love them with every fiber of my being. I don't want to think about them right now. I just want to have death-defying adventures.
That is so funny.
They're fine. My disciples will take care of them. The Tom that is probably most of their fathers will also help out. Sorry, most of their sires. I'm not used to playing a genderless character. Yeah.
Oh, and so the two other characters, does Puck know them?
Yeah, Puck does know them because they traveled with you to retrieve the telescope.
You sent them out to get the telescope, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, those are my two very good, very close friends.
Look,
I'm very pleased to meet you. We need the green. I'll hold my little hand up for you guys to shake.
I'm awkwardly scrunching my pork pie hat, kind of wringing it in my hands. The name's Jophus. Detective Jophus. Detective Jophus, the blood milker.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Detective Jophus, the blood milker.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I heard, but
Spot just wants to interrupt right now and just be like, "Oh, you poor dear. Are orcs born with teeth too? I had that problem with Midnight Sky. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hey,
It's
Jophus,
4 of
let me
a 5.
like
Mr. Potts.
as Spot does that, can you roll a perception roll for me, please?
Oh,
Me?
Jophus
Yep.
or Spot?
Jophus.
With brand new dice I got yesterday, first roll.
hey.
Roll high.
All right, that's pretty good. Let me pull up my sheet. Sorry. Score it up. Perception, you say?
Yep.
17.
17. Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. But
Continue.
God, I'm so sorry. So I just want to press my palm into their hand. I thought that you were just being a dick because you're a detective and therefore a scion of law and order and things like that. A loser, a disgusting loser.
Well, he's
I'm wringing my hat even tighter now.
But
It's good to know that you haven't changed a bit spot.
A bit spot.
No, why would I change? I'm a tabaxi. Why would I change? I'm perfect.
You do have a bit of a pooch going on there. Is that alcohol too?
Huh? What?
You have a bit of a pooch going on there. Is that alcohol too?
And 4 kids. Did you? Oh, I'm
You're
sorry.
a monk.
Is that your...
Like, aren't you guys like lean all the time? I mean,
Earthen,
Ironbound-
never talk about
Ironbound-
never. A new parent? How dare you?
Well, this is like 7. My kids are like 7 years old. But
That's
yeah.
new. That's new. Until they're 40, it's new.
It's like, hey, Earthen, what's your excuse?
I'm a human. We get old. Like, the rest of you
We
guys
age
are
the
different.
same. Are we? We have the same lifespan. I'm 38.
I don't know. Tabaxis rarely ever live past a certain age because they almost always get caught.
Aw.
Well, but yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Detective Jophus, I want you to again. I misjudged you. I thought your surly attitude and just general demeanor were because of you being, well, a bastard. So I'd like to give this back. And I just hand back your coin purse.
Snatch it from him. Put it back in my...
I feel like
the
Jophus would like
oldest
make a
tricks in the
mark
book.
in a little ticket book.
Put my hat back on.
Oh, by the way,
So-
you should probably put that on. You really should not carry that much money. At least not if you don't have your money pouch on a chain.
I'll
That was real.
So hey,
who's the kid? Who's
Want to
who's
go
the
on an
kid?
adventure with a bunch of old timers?
Detective Jophus is clearly so annoyed with Spot.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome to the group. You'll fit in just fine.
I feel like Earthen's just like, it's okay. It's how they show their love. It's not. It's really not.
Earthen definitely watched the whole thing happen and was just kind of like, it's hazing, you know.
Young man, do you know why you're here?
He sort of just looks at everyone with like 100-yard gaze, and then has like a long sigh, and then under his breath he says, "Oh God, don't let any of them die."
What?
Of old age, I understand. That's how I
what's the
felt
deal?
too when I was
Like,
17 and with somebody in their 30s.
I turn around
A notebook. Nobody to die.
Great detective work there, Jophus.
I look over at Puck and I'm like, is this for real? Are we like what?
Are you the great wizard that I spoke to earlier? Not to be rude, aren't you a little young and a little moody to do magic?
Yes, don't let my age fool you. I was quite young when I started this craft. I've seen a lot.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Earthen can't help it. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Ooh, deep or surface thoughts?
Deep. Well,
Okay,
I mean,
if
I'll
you're going
start with
deep-
surface, but yeah, I'll start with surface, but then we're going deep. Yeah.
I have a ring of mind shielding.
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
There you go. You'll run. Yeah, you'll immediately run into that barrier, Earth, and you'll realize you cannot read his thoughts or his mind. In fact, Earthen, you can't help but notice. Give me an Arcana check, if you would, Earthen.
Certainly.
I have guidance, little guidance aura.
Yeah,
Aye,
so you get a
first.
D4 for guidance. Oh, I love that little aura that just
Yeah.
wraps around.
With a D4. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That would probably be decent enough for you to recognize most of what he's wearing. These are not the implements of a teenager. If these things have truly been things that he has either found, made, or acquired, the veneer of the teenager might be a cover, but you're not entirely sure.
So I pull my lute around and start strumming a little tune, like, for old time's sake. And I'm casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Because the lute has the at will, like I can cast it at will playing it.
Yep.
To get more information about what he's wearing.
Linnaeus, go ahead and name off 3 of your magical items that you currently acquire.
Please.
All right. So I got a ring of mind shielding.
Mhm.
There's an amulet of health. There's a tome of clear thought.
That's 3. You don't know anymore.
3.
Oh yeah, that is 3.
Yep, that's 3.
You have a lot of really Spot. You were pickpocketing the wrong guy. I just got to tell you that right off the bat. Like,
You understand, Earthin. You understand, like, I'm a monk. I'm not pickpocketing to, like, feed myself or my children. I'm pickpocketing because I saw someone being a jerk. It's to teach them a lesson, not to put food in my belly.
okay,
You understand
so-
that, right?
As he pats his big paunch.
right?
Wearing... No, it's the primordial paunch is like that like loose skin on a cat that they all.
Oh
have.
yeah.
It's like it's not fat. They just have loose skin. Like they're
So
a cat that's approaching 40 and had kittens.
So this this guy, he's got a lot of really fancy magic shit on him.
Yes.
And if you could take that ring from him, it would be really great.
If I recall, drink can all.
Say that again, Tally. Uh-oh. A prolonged lag.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
now
I
she's back.
recall
Yep, go ahead and say it again.
if I recall, the mind shielding ring can only be taken by the person wearing it. It can't be externally removed.
Correct.
You could cut the
Why
hand.
it's a fun little trinket. Well, yeah, then you just wear the hand, I guess.
So, Puck, I believe we're looking for a friend of yours. What's our next step here?
Well, I mean, brought you all here because I thought somebody could help us use this contraption to find her location and get some instructions on how to get there. But I don't know if that's the right person, all things considered. Are you the right person?
I'll look at the contraption. Am I able to?
Oh, no. First, you need to answer our question. She's going to run to the contraption.
Oh my god. I miss this group so much.
Oh. I may be.
Hey, I think that
I'm getting sass from a teenager.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I just Puck, didn't that giant guy tell us, you had to put something inside of it to find out where this thing was? The Goliath guy. He I mean,
Yeah, can you repeat what he said? I know, of course, but can you repeat that?
so because Giant's Bane had to test it out before we found it, like it was a whole deal. You had to have an article or some item from the thing or person you're looking for, and you had to put it in this spot on the side of the telescope to activate it.
Do we have anything that belongs? I feel like we probably do have something that belongs to Xanath.
She gave you something, surely, right?
We've exchanged so many gifts. We were such a merry bunch.
I would feel like Puck would reach underneath her blouse and pull up a necklace that she's wearing, and it's like one of Xanath's teeth that she stole in the middle of the night, Like there's Puck hovering over Xanath's sleeping body. I know someday you're going to make a really horrible decision, and you'll thank me for this. And she like reaches into Xanath's mouth and pulls out a molar.
Roll sleight of hand.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as you can recall, Giant's Bane gave you some insights into the fact that this device, well, first of all, this device was made by a rather interesting artificer. It is made of Basilisk bronze. And from what you can tell, and from what Giant's Bane had mentioned, there is a panel on the side of the telescope that allows you to open a box. You're supposed to set in an item, which he would have described as a tuning fork that would have allowed you to not only locate, but potentially create a bridge between the telescope and the location of where this person might be, wherever they might be hidden away, or different plane of existence, different who knows where. It is a unique artifact. Linnaeus, give me an Arcana check, if you would, please.
All right.
All right, I'm really good at those. I got like plus 26.
Nah, just plus 18.
Just plus 18.
So 21.
Eddie rolls a 3. That is such a Furbog barbarian roll. Let me tell you, he rolls a 3. While the others are talking, and you're kind of doing that typical teenage thing, adults are talking, so you're bored. So some are talking at you, some are talking at each other, but you're already focused in on the device. You can hear Earthen and Puck exchange notes and information about something from a person by the name of Giant's Bane. But what really perks up your ears a bit, the mention of Basilisk bronze being made into the telescope, which causes you to think of a particular person that you've had dealings with before in the ether, known as Crimp. Not a particularly nice fellow. You've battled him on occasion, but you've always been able to keep him at arm's length. You get the feeling that deciphering this telescope, figuring out how to help these people get to their destination, might not only benefit you, but may cause harm to the reputation of the person that made this thing. You know it's a device that's designed for teleportation. You also know it's a device meant for scrying or identifying locations of places and things, but you're not entirely sure how it might work. You'd have to get to the inner workings and even do some experimentation on it to try to get it to work. But for now, that's about what you've been able to pick up from it. How much of that you share, I leave up to you.
I don't know how it works. I gotta take it apart.
No, Lo, let's not destroy the machine that's supposed to help us find our friend.
I'll put it back
That would be
together.
great. I don't trust you. You're a child. I was a child once. I took shit apart and I didn't get it put back together. I put it back together and it didn't work again.
My stretch arm strong man was never the same.
Oh, you poor fools. You don't know about corn syrup, do you? Spot's a chef. They'd know.
No, I'm sure he's a very skilled wizard. It's not easy to step through a portal. Maybe we should give him a crack at this. We don't have another option right now.
Jophus, give me a investigation or perception, if you would, please, as you're staring at the device as well.
That is a 23 on investigation.
Yeah, you get the feeling there's more to this device than even what Giant's Bane truly understood. To have a device hidden away on an island and under the protection of a Kraken, there must be more to it. While the item makes sense as a tuning fork, as a way to focus on an object, there's still the function of the machine. And like all machines, they function via either magic or by force of hand. And that's when you begin to see small levers, buttons, and other things that have been built into kind of like the mechanical foundation of this thing. Almost like it's meant to be manually pointed towards something that might begin the process of the machine working. Whether it's a celestial object, whether it's the sun or the direction of the moon, the sky, the terra firma of Exandria, you're not entirely sure. But while there's a lot of arcane magic infused into this thing, it still appears to have a need for manual manipulation, a function of machine, as they say.
Is there any other symbols on it that would give me indication of like where to point it if I were to?
There is one particular symbol on it that you know translates to the word assist.
I'm just quietly going over there, and as Earthen and Linnaeus are kind of arguing with each other, I'm over there and just inspecting it and taking notes in my notebook. And I call over Winifred. Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, miss.
Now, what have you found, Jopus?
I would like a hand with this. And is like the lever like for two, like can two people pull the lever on it? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's almost like a kind of diode that you have to pull out and then turn. And then as you turn it, the word assist kind of like slowly lights up.
All right. And in what language is it in common that it's that the different language?
It's in common, but it's an arcane translation.
Okay.
So it's a cross between the common use of the word as well as an arcane symbol to invite the idea of what the lever does, what the twisting diode is meant to do.
I'm taking more notes. I kind of have like a little sketch of this little piece. Winifred, would you have any notion of why assist would light up? Is there anything else that appears that can move on this, or is it just this lever that we turned and assist lit up?
It seems like this is a starting level. There's other diodes, buttons, and levers, but they don't seem to be like in what you would call a mechanical kind of engagement. It's almost as if there's something about this device that is layered, like you do one thing to maybe get another thing to work, to get another thing to work. It feels like its difficulty is in knowing what is the next step. It's a pretty advanced piece of technology. It's a machine unlike anything you've ever seen, but there does appear to be an underlying pattern into its use.
Sometimes the most complicated puzzles need an extra hand. Excuse me. I'm wondering if anyone can help crack the next step on this telescope. And I kind of like am gesturing for everyone to come over by it.
You touched it?
Yeah, and I moved this lever and this lit up. But I can't really seem to tell what's next. It's clearly magical. Assist? And I'm just tapping my quill on my notepad impatiently. And then like kind of tapping it on my chin to I'm deep in thought.
Does that tickle your nose when you do that?
Sometimes.
It used to tickle my I had the same habit. It just did.
Spot just looks Jofus dead in the eye, just like, I want you to know, normally I don't help pigs or those associated with them. This is for Sam.
He's such a leftist. I love it.
But this is for Xanth. And again, I understand. I know, like the whole nursing thing. I get it. But still, just get a better job.
If you saw the real pigs I saw in my life,
so I got none of that.
You would have a different impression of what
Girl, you give it back as you take it.
I have no idea what he
Very
said. All I
hard.
got was a glitch. So whatever you said there, I'm sorry, I did not get it.
I was just saying I've seen a lot of pigs in my line of work. And I'm worried I'm looking at one right now.
Did you milk them too? Like how? What is this? How does that
No,
work?
have you not seen a tabaxi? I'm tabaxi. Like, see,
Is he not
just,
good
I
with
extend my claws.
metaphors? Is he not good?
Oh no, he no metaphors.
What is his purpose? I'm just seeing a talkative, obnoxious scoundrel right now.
Oh, you haven't seen him move yet. Yeah, he's fast. He's real
He's
fast.
fast.
Very, very
Go
fast.
by them.
He can walk on water.
They are annoying. They are.
Yeah,
pigs.
they can walk on water. They can not take fall damage ever. Apparently,
Listen, I assembled this elite crew because each and every one of you has a special skill, and we are going to crack into this. So let's fast forward. We're all found family, and
look, it's
what our
great.
differences is to really.
You couldn't bring like an artificer. You couldn't have brought like an artificer that would know how
You were
mechanical
all
things
already
work.
Hired. Listen, this is the top of the top. This is
Now we'll figure this out. Let's just have a think on this. Are there?
Yeah,
are
why don't we
any
grow
other-
some vines in it? Come on.
Linnaeus.
Hey, now,
Yes.
young man, pipe down. We're all working together.
I feel like Winnie is eating cookies out of her purse.
She has animal crackers that she keeps.
Yeah. She goes over there.
Like the animal cracker
Butterscotch?
circus box.
Butterscotch?
Yeah,
Would you like some butterscotch?
Are there any other runes on this thing, or is it just that there was nothing and then there was assist?
I will say, since he brought all of you over to have this conversation, you notice that the word assist with the arcane translation for assist is slowly lighting up. Like it's like it's in the process of doing something.
Can Lynn take another look at it to see if, like, this new configuration, if anything?
Yeah, give me another Arcana or Investigation check. Your
Ooh.
choice.
So my passive investigation is 22. Can I just do that?
Yeah, we'll say that your moody teenage gothy vibes as you aura farm the group. You're kind of like you're kind of like you know this is a very powerful device. It's something that somebody who's got an uncanny knack for devices. Crimp is not someone to be trifled with, but he's also someone who deals in automatons. And that's when you realize that when the assist cycles all the way over, that might start the next process. And in fact, as you're watching it, all of you watch as the word fully lights up and you hear this mechanical kind of crunching and grinding noise. Then a door on the side of the telescope swings in on itself, and coming out on rollers with kind of like a square boxy body and these strange arms and like a small autonomous head, this creature walks out of rolls out of the telescope. The door shuts behind it. I am a Traumaton 2.0. I am here as your designated assistant for the use of this device. Please enter in the calibrating code given to me by my user. You may continue at any time.
I think I got this. I pull out my longsword, the longsword of knowing,
Yeah.
and I cast legend lore.
You immediately realize that magic cast on this device does not seem to work.
I don't. Sorry. I never mind.
What is the code given to you by your last user?
Does not compute, non sequitur.
That would have been
Maybe
good.
if you ask it again.
Person
Like I
to
heard
figure that out.
with these artificial intelligence, if you just ask them the same question over and over again, eventually
I
they'll give
just
you the answer,
I do the old person thing and I just say it louder. Like,
right?
The Automaton Unit 2.0 kind of yells loudly back at you. Non sequitur!
Detective?
Yes.
Can
I'm
you
just like deep in
detective,
thought, staring.
number?
Well, is there any other pattern in here?
Are there any plants growing off of this thing?
Who would have made this?
As you guys ponder these questions, the automaton standing or kind of sitting in front of you follows the same mechanical understanding of autonomous creation. It's probably infused with a power stone. Getting access to that power stone might mean getting access to the code that was infused into its understanding. You get the feeling that once that code is understood by this thing, this entity, whatever it might be, this is the entity that's designed to operate the telescope for you. Once again, a sense of cleverness in its use, but an also sense of control by the maker.
I'm going to. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Scott wants to see, Spot wants to see if they can do a perception check on there, just if anything kind of stands out to their reformed thief eyes, to be like, oh, hey, if I was making a servitor automaton, I'd want to have like a backup thing there. Like maybe the other guys are being a little bit.
Yeah, you can give me
a little too high level.
Yeah, you can give me an insight check on that.
Oh, damn, my insight's terrible. I was trying to do perception.
Yeah. I mean, other than its mechanical nature, insight would be an inquiry into maybe other intents of the machine.
So actually, I take that back. Spot's insight is insane. I got a 21. And I rolled a 10.
Nice.
Okay. It's showing signs of magical contraption on it. There's a definite feeling that this thing is designed for both purposes of magic and function. There's access panels on its back. While it stands only like maybe 2-3 feet tall and its armatures appear to be cleverly fabricated, the main thing is that the tools at the ends of its armatures are designed to manipulate the machine. The code is clearly designed to baffle and protect it from being used by other people, but doesn't mean the code can't be cracked. There's got to be a connection between the device or between the user and the device. You get the feeling if you could just figure out how to crack this automaton's access panel and get to the power stone inside, you might be able to bypass everything and simply use the power stone as a means to activate the device.
I come over and put my arm around
Spot.
Spot.
Is actually visible?
It's an actual, it's an actual 3.5 foot tall automated robot creature. I mean, for all intents and purposes, in case you guys haven't figured out, it's Trauma, but 2.0. So it's the origin story of Trauma, which now you know that Crimp, designed and built Trauma. It looks exactly like a Traumaton, only the arms are a little bit different, designed to manipulate gadgets and levers and valves and stuff.
I put my arm around Spot.
Half the size, because Trauma was huge.
Yeah, it's about half the size. Yeah, about 3 feet tall.
Right.
Hey,
but what I'm saying is, like, the power stone on it, it's readily apparent, like, it's just out in the open.
No, it's hidden away inside the device, but you can see there's an access panel to the back of it.
All right.
I have Tinkerer tools.
I'm just gonna be like, I'd like to sneak around to the back and see if I can open the access panel.
You remember the first time, the first adventure we had together, and you were sneaking around
Yes,
and trying to
Earthen.
open a door? You remember that?
Yes, Earthen. Yeah. I do.
Okay,
Now I have
I'm just
really
making
cool
sure.
claws.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
see,
I can distract him. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate you distracting him. I know what I'm gonna do here. Thank you, Earthen. It's fine.
It's like little orbitals. It's 360-degree orbital device around its head. Like sneaking up on it. There's not really a front or back other than the access panel that's currently on its back. You don't even need to make a sleight of hand or even a stealth check. You
Actually,
simply go ahead.
I'm sorry. Good. What I'd like to do is I will go ahead and spend 4 key points on empty body, so I am now invisible.
Okay, fair enough. You guys watch his spot suddenly vanishes. You can see his little paw prints in the sand, so at least you know he's still there.
But yeah, so
You
again,
remember what
I want to
happened,
stick
Buck?
around and.
So you
I get
remember
the
what
sense of
happened?
what they're about to do.
Yeah, come on, stop that.
I think he's got distracted
First-
by a cat.
No, it's not that. It's I'm trying to reset my key points. That's all I'm doing. No, it's I'm talking out loud.
So now that you're invisible, what do you do next?
I'm going to access or attempt to access the control panel.
All right, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. You do have guidance because you're within the orbital range of Winnie's guidance ability.
So that's what, an extra D4?
Yep.
I don't think I need that. I mean, I'll take it. I'll certainly take it. But let's see. I got a 38 on that.
Yeah, that'll do it. You guys watch as the panel on the backside of this device suddenly falls open. The interior of the device seems to be this very darkened void that you cannot see. Does anyone have true sight?
Nope.
No.
Yeah, so currently it's a strange magical darkness inside the interior of the automaton.
Oh, I would like to spend another 4 key points to. Oh, that's why it's not letting me do that, because I'm not technically signed into. God, what is this thing? D&D Beyond with because of the network shit. But I would like to spend an extra 4, and that lets me basically do astral project, so I can peek. I'm going to use that to peek into the astral realm and see if I can see anything from there.
The ethereal realm or astral?
It's astral.
Astral.
Can't do that because I'm going to sign in.
Read the ability to me because there might be a limitation there.
Give me 1 second, because again, I forgot that I got logged out when I lost my internet there for a second. So give me a minute to get back in.
While the invisible spot is examining the interior of this machine, all of you notice that it has an unending darkness inside of its interior. Anybody else want to try anything?
Oh, sorry. I
Go ahead.
just realized I have Artificer's Lore, which means I can add twice my proficiency bonus to a history check related to magic item, alchemical objects, or technological devices.
Ooh, yeah. What's that, investigation for you?
History.
History. Which is better, history or investigation?
They're the same.
Oh, okay. You pick whichever one you want to roll.
Which is more useful for this particular situation?
Probably history. Probably history.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
All
okay, so that's gonna be okay. I rolled 25, and it's gonna be plus
25 plus what?
so it's gonna be 25 plus twice my proficiency.
So that's plus 8 or 9. I forget. What's your proficiency at your level? Is it 4 or 5?
Mine's 6.
6.
6. So it's plus 12.
Yeah,
So
so that's gonna be
37.
yeah.
Holy moly. It actually suddenly just comes at you as you're staring at this. It's behaving a lot like a portable hole or a bag of holding. It's a vacuumous kind of space that is acting as if it's designed to store something like a portable hole or a bag of holding, or maybe even a transplanar gateway at the same time.
Ooh. With this insight, do I have a sense of how we can kind of use that to our advantage in dealing with this thing?
I mean, if it is what it is, you might be able to tap the the automaton, say the word empty, and whatever's stored inside will come spilling out.
Let's try that.
You guys watch as Puck comes over. She sets her hand on top of the robot and top of the automaton, mutters the word empty. You watch as the with the panel open, Spot standing nearby, suddenly it starts disgorging all this material, all of this a coin spill, equipment, weapons, potions, all this stuff starts spilling out, including a skeleton spills out of it.
Just looking at this. This is not Xanath, right? It's not the right heights.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh no. Yeah, this game took a very dark turn.
Yeah.
That's 12.
12. I mean, it's a humanoid body of some sort. Doesn't show any sea elf definition, so definitely not Xanath. Human female, 5'3", 5'4", shows some signs of possible fae existence as well.
That's kind of concerning. Does anybody have Speak with Dead?
I do.
Is it too late?
Well, the great detective Jophus probably does.
Yeah. Yeah, can I try Speak with Dead? I mean... what?
And the air trail rolls begin.
Yes, here we go. Why isn't it?
D&D Beyond Sundays, it might be having issues.
Yeah, I just got logged out of it.
They might be getting ready for a big maintenance update tomorrow. So a lot of times they'll boot people out of the system from time to time when they do that.
I can speak with Dead too if we need it.
Oh, that's right. Earthen would have it as well, huh?
Yeah, it's in the Bard list.
Just looking up his.
I just grabbed
What level is Speak with Dead? Is
It's
it 4 or
third
5?
level.
Third level.
level.
So it'd be a 13 or higher for you, Jophus.
Jophus.
Well, all right, I got a 13. 4 plus 9.
You guys watch as Jophus goes through the quick detective's ritual of casting Speak with Dead. You watch as the skeleton begins to animate. Its head kind of lolls back and making little cracking noises as it rolls back and forth from shoulder to shoulder. There's a strange kind of glow of sentience in the eye sockets, clicking of teeth, a strange kind of empty sound of a voice that passes through kind of the vacuous void of a skeleton. Yes? What do you want? Who disturbs my rest?
What is the code for this automaton?
Very, very straight to the point. The code is the Rudius and Kathia measurements, of course. 449-684-115. Should allow you. Did something happen to Master Crimp? Did something happen to Master Mason? Why are you using the emergency backup system for the telescope? This seems highly unusual.
I have Mason's skull.
Let's not tell that to the skull.
I love how both Winnie and Puck are like, no.
Let's not make enemies with the dead already. We have an entire adventure to do that.
Do we have 2 more questions, Jophus?
3, I believe. You answered 1.
So wait, do you get 4 total, or do you get 3 total? Or
5.
5?
I think you get 5.
5. That's 5.
Oh.
That's right. It is 5 total. So you got 4 left.
Why was this device built?
Yeah.
This device was built with the intent of travel between different planes of existence. Merely placing an object that connects to the person within that plane of existence creates a tear in the celestial continuum of the different planes of existence. This device was purposely built with the intent of allowing Master Mason and Master Crimp to travel amongst different planes of existence.
Walk us step by step on how we do that so we can get to our friend Xanath.
Is that a question or a statement?
Please. Question mark.
Now it's a question. You watch as the skeleton gives very precise, detailed instructions on how to activate the telescope, the levers to pull, the buttons to press, and the precise timing appears to be a sleight of hand check. You have to put something into the device panel and then expressly pull at a lever that has the arcane symbol for execute.
Okay, kind of Puck looks at everybody. Anybody has any questions for the skeleton?
Yeah, I think you've got 2 left, right? Yeah, 2 left.
Who
Name?
is it?
If this question is directed to my companions, not to the dead thing over there.
No, wait, no, that's how they get you. They get you this way. Just write it in the sand.
Okay. So, would you mind if I tried something, Puck? I have a very, very good idea. You know how amazing my ideas always turn out.
Oh, I miss your wonderful ideas. Please proceed.
Okay. Skeleton, if of the entire horde that just got disgorged, to the best of your knowledge, what is the most expensive and or useful single item?
I don't know.
I said to the best of your knowledge. It's like, you know.
If you do that, you're asking the last question.
No, that was a that wasn't a follow up. That was okay. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. Old habits die hard. I'm sorry, Puck.
It's okay. It's honestly what I was thinking too.
Just kind of like Spot just kneels down as much as they can. Just goes in for a high five at Puck's level.
Damn.
Who?
I've missed you so much, crime friend. I need you to know the little stuffed crime friend you gave me. That's a place of honor in my temple.
Are we gonna like?
I look
Are
at
we
it, I
gonna?
think of you every day.
Are we gonna ask it who it is?
Yeah, skeleton. Who were you in life? What was your name in life?
Karina.
What?
What?
Damn.
And then the skeleton goes,
Wait, no, come back. Come back.
that's the 5th question.
No.
Wait, okay, but Puck just went on an adventure with Karina.
She did.
Damn, the plot thickens.
Karina's up in your airship. Karina Prime's up in your airship still. She traveled with you.
But wait,
A coincidence.
Karina. Karina Prime.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Our Karina or Karina Prime? Karina.
Your Karina. Karina Prime is still with in Rockhaven with the other Fae creatures.
You know, it's a really common name I hear. Well,
I'm gonna start playing my lute and detect magic all around that stuff that came out.
The detect magic bubble would be enough to tell you the telescope is transmutation magic. It also has a smattering of evocation and divination magic in it, which would make sense. The idea of planar travel, seeing into other places, kind of linked to the idea of what it's capable of doing. All of the stuff that came out, none of it's magical. It's all fairly mundane. It's all the stuff that somebody would need to kind of survive for an extended period of time somewhere. Say, maybe the Feywild until the Feywild was destroyed, possibly causing the problem. You're not entirely sure.
Well, Spot, none of that stuff was magical. So
The
That's right.
automaton is magical, however. It does show
yeah.
signs of enchantment.
I don't want to call you boy, kid.
You can try Linnaeus, you old fart.
Looney, my
Stares
boy.
at you.
What
With the bangs over the one eye.
you're a wizard, right? What kind of wizard are you?
A good one.
That's such an
Ooh.
answer.
Ooh.
D6 inspiration. That was a great answer
You know what?
to give Earthen. Excellent answer.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
No, no.
Oh no.
All I'm
Don't do
hearing
it.
is an old man saying, "No, don't take it apart," and then everybody else proceeds to take it apart.
Who took what apart? The thing came out of it.
Okay.
Hey, child. Forgive me. I don't ever bother to learn human names. You're all basically interchangeable. I literally don't know how you tell each other apart. But
That's fine.
child, I need you to know. I need you to know. Like seriously, Earthen, if you didn't dress as interestingly as you do, I literally could not tell you apart from the other human. But I need you to know. My people like my students and children are and probably have beaten the shit out of you all throughout your school life. Ordinarily, I'd feel bad about that. Right now, I don't. I'm saying this as a 35-year-old tabaxi. You kind of deserve it.
Aw. Well, now I feel bad for you. I guess you're emo because you were. Well, after this. So you say you're a wizard. You say you're powerful. So far, all you've really done was kind of give us sass, which I respect, really.
Do you do transmutation, evocation, or divination?
All of the above.
Not how that works.
I guess. Listen, who knows? Who knows
Yeah.
what the kids are up nowadays?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Right.
But we have a sense of how to make this thing work. We do have something of Xanath, right? We didn't overlook the most important part of this.
I assumed you had it.
Oh, God.
I mean, listen, I'm sure Spot stole something from Xanath at some point.
Oh, he went back for a second. He said, "Be right back."
Do we have something from Xanath? I imagine Puck would, but
Yeah, you could feel free to make I'd imagine when you were giving your goodbyes to her before she crossed over with Helm, that she would have given you something, which you're free to kind of embellish any way you want.
oh, nice. Like an anklet with a little Furby on it.
That feels yeah.
Classic Xanath.
Yeah.
Have we tried entering the code?
See, that's why we need to
Like
detect.
you see Jophus over by the machine. He's already found where all the buttons and dials are. And he's like, the code? We have the code. We could just key in the code then.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start punching in this code.
Well, they did just give us a long series of directions.
Yeah, so I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's the code and then like a 5-minute kind of series of mechanical kind of pulleys and buttons that put everything into the proper alignment that activates the telescope. Then it was a sleight of hand check. As soon as you activate it, you then have to actually put the item in the panel, and then the telescope kicks in. It starts working.
Well, that's definitely Spot's wheelhouse.
Yes, I don't want to have the responsibility of that.
And they'll probably use their tail anyway, so a little bit gets snipped off. Who cares, right?
I wouldn't mind taking a piece out of him myself after the first interaction with him. So,
Hey, I spent
Maybe
years
it'll-
with that.
maybe it'll humble him.
We spent years together, so You know,
Fuck is gonna drink a little bit of alcohol and say, I'm not usually very good at picking up on those kind of things, but I think you, detective, and you have a vibe going, and I'm very happy for the two of you. But let's keep it simmering for a minute.
Now that's classic Puck right there.
There's something about a vibe. What's going on there? I don't know what happened.
There was Spot. We were trying to have someone do something, and I suggested, why don't we just enter the code? But we need a sleight of hand check. Do we have the object? I'm sorry, I was doing an advanced drawing. Do we have the stone that
Joe,
you
I think I can do that for you. And I need you to know, this is not a backhanded thing, but it is important for you to know this. When I called you a pig, I should have realized that was me speaking about your association with law enforcement, not about you being an orc. I would never do that. I need you to know this is legitimately important to me. Your profession disgusts me on a fundamental level, but orcs are a beautiful and majestic people, and I would never want you to think anything against them.
I could totally see Spot doing
I try to punch Spot in the face.
You may certainly try.
You guys have some kind of foreplay going on.
Yeah, exactly. give me a attack roll, Jofus.
So that just add my modifier to it. So.
Unarmed strike, right?
Yep.
Oh, so plus 6. 15.
I haven't officially asked.
15 to hit. I don't roll that well.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty sure that Spot moved out of the way, but he moved back just in time to be like a tenth of a millimeter away from your hand. You get the feeling that hitting Spot might be almost impossible. And that might explain his arrogance and his kind of sassy behavior. He really does believe what he thinks he can do. Which in your profession, those people almost always end up in a level of trouble that they almost always have to be bailed out of. It's beginning to make sense that he's that they are a tabaxi.
I was gonna say, I love the fact that the first part of this, Spot literally has kittens. Kittens have come out of this cat, and you're just him. It's no, they don't have a concept of gender.
I self-corrected.
Been very good about staying today. And I'm Kurt's been very good about it.
I self-corrected.
I ate shit a lot for it for 3 years. So
yeah, you did.
This long later, finally, Earthen comes around.
It's just I feel like it took Earthen literally
the whole campaign.
Just oh wait, it's you saw me
No, look. Okay, Jofus, you want to see how you really fuck with him? And I'm gonna cast a minor illusion of a red dot on the side of the telescope. And I'm gonna just move it around.
Another 10 minutes.
I'm just gonna move it around on the telescope.
I feel like I need to make an intelligence save on this. Which I'm gonna say, gonna be hard. Not a particularly intelligent cat.
Are you going because this would be a performance for me, right? Or a persuasion?
Well, I mean, at this point, Jophius has already started to punch in the code. You've already given it's a Furby anklet, right? Is what we decided it was. A Furby anklet was given over to Spot. Spot's standing over by the panel where it should open, and then he drops it inside. Spot, give me a sleight of hand as Jofus is beginning to activate the telescope.
Ooh, okay. I believe that is a 34, but it's a 35. 18.
So, as the panel opens, just as the last bit of levers and dials and things are done, you watch as he carefully times the dropping of the item into the panel. The panel closes. You watch as the entire telescope begins to glow very brightly. And as it does, there's an orb of energy that begins to oscillate out at the end of the telescope, begins to oscillate around the telescope. Linnaeus, give me an Arcana check, if you would, please.
Guidance.
You just muted yourself.
Yeah, you were unmuted. Now you're muted.
30.
What'd you get? 30?
30.
Damn.
Yeah, this is a teleportation device. It's currently actively creating a teleportation portal to another plane of existence, from what you can tell. Usually the best way to make sure that these things work properly is that everyone has to lay their hand on the device, and the device will actually teleport with you to the destination.
Linnaeus will relay this to everyone.
Okay. Does everybody put their hand on the device at this point?
Yeah, go.
All of you kind of like swarm the device, placing your hands on it. There's a nice kind of cool warmth touch when you place your hand on the device. It's vibrating underneath your hands. The orb gets bigger and kind of darker, encapsulates all of you inside of it. And you find yourself pulled down into something. You feel things around you begin to empty out around you. You feel the energy of the old world begin to shift and change. And before long, you are standing in emptiness, a total vacuum of everything. There's a strange kind of hyperbolic energy feeling around you. You should be standing on something, but when you look at your feet, there's nothing underneath your feet. You get the feeling that you're in between places. This is taking you somewhere that makes you feel like there's something else around here that you're meant to find or you're meant to do. Puck, there's a genuine connection that you're having with an old friend. You feel their presence, but it's not solidified. It's not something you can touch. Linnaeus, I need you to give me a deception check because you know exactly where you are. And the trick is not getting too excited to let these people know that where you are. Oh my God, he rolled.
Oh, I actually rolled well. 18.
18. Does anybody have a passive insight of 18 or higher?
Spot does.
Spot and Earthen, while you guys are struggling to figure out where you are, what is your passive insight total, Earthen?
23.
23?
21.
Spot 21. Not a huge difference. With that number in mind, Linnaeus, what would they note on your face briefly, like very briefly, that they would pick up on that you're familiar with what this place is?
So Linnaeus usually isn't very good at deceiving. So
That's fair. A
he
lucky
has
roll is always
emotions
useful.
on his shoulder. So
Yeah.
you can see him go, oh, and then like cover his eyes with his hair again.
Yeah, the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
like,
as
I'm
you
gonna
know
lean
this-
over to Spot.
Go ahead.
I was gonna lean over to Spot. Did you see the kid?
Yeah, he's sus as hell.
They clearly don't want to let on something. But I mean, they're 17 or 18, or then just let them have it.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. You see what he's wearing? No one 17 owns that shit.
Earthen, how much traveling did you do before the last decade? In the last decade, I mean this honestly.
A lot.
There's this new
I
thing-
went to all kinds of places, all over the astral sea.
Okay, but were any of them it's this newfangled thing called a mall. Not M-A-L-L, not like a hammer, not an M-A-U-L. M-A-L-L. It's like, think of a vendor's area, but it's enclosed. Usually on 2 levels.
sometimes there's establishments that sell snacks, really overpriced clothing items a lot of the time. It's
It
like,
probably smells like shit too if it's closed in, because all the animals and stuff, right?
I mean, you're a human. Your sense of smell is sure, but we'll go with it. It's really designed more for sentient beings, and the adolescents of many species tend to hang out there. My kids are a little bit. There is not one in my.
Right now.
There's not one in my village, and it was never part of my criminal past. But if anyone decides that there needs to be one within a day's walk, arson might happen.
Okay, but he knows something's up. You saw his face, right?
Oh, obviously he knows something's up. Look. That is the least subtle young human person I've seen in quite a while. And I mean, let's be honest, man. I know I just prefaced this with young, but like, you're not subtle. Like, this is like you, but half your age.
Where are we, Linnaeus?
Oh, it's this place called Inflamed Topic.
It's where I buy all my sweet gear. I mean, Chris is a player, does not know where we are. So
Yeah, I mean, you would know that you're on the boundary of the Blood Vault.
okay.
You know that the Blood Vault is actually a plane of existence. You know that it's also a certain source of power that has both conceived and destroyed gods. The Blood Vault is a place that you know to be the origin of life, where all things begin and eventually end. And somewhere in the Blood Vault,
Oh, blood.
yeah, somewhere within the Blood Vault is a particular item an amulet, a item that a person could wear that imbues them with a kind of immortality. But without the rites or rituals of ascension. It's the closest thing that you've ever thought of to getting to that point of immortality without it really costing you the way that you've learned to control your magic.
All right. So Linnaeus will sort of rattle all of this off as if he's reading a textbook, but it's just coming like straight out of his mouth.
Oh shit!
Can
Are
I
you-
use?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can I use here?
Can you what?
The map of Revelations. That's right. That's a deep cut.
Ooh, yeah.
It's got us through a lot of unknown territories in the past, but I don't know if this place qualifies.
Are you pulling out the map of Revelations?
Yes.
For Earth and Spot, you watch as Puck pulls out a very familiar object. She begins to unroll it. The map is a swirl of inky darkness. No sense of it being able to tell you where it is or where you are.
Can I use primeval awareness to try and hone in on my connect? If it was Xanath, can I try to do primeval
Xanath
awareness?
Xanath is literally all around you.
Oh,
Permeates the space all around you, but no physical characteristics of her. She is everywhere, but not physically there.
so when I do primeval awareness for a sea elf, it tells me there's kind of sea elf everywhere, kind of like a spray.
Yeah, like a really bad body spray. Everywhere.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bad body spray.
It's been a
Gosh,
while.
we're just leaning into this whole Molgoth thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just walk past Bath and Body Works with all the fruity smells.
Can I hold hands with the two people next to me and say, why don't we think about your friend and see if we can't find our way to her?
All right.
Yeah.
Who's nearest you?
I mean, you guys are all relatively close to each other. You're just kind of almost like just hovering in empty space.
So I was going to ask if it felt like the astral sea.
No, not really. While it mimics certain behavior of the astral sea, you notice that Winnie kind of like grabs a few people's hands, and you can tell that she's attempting to treat it as if it's the astral sea. As soon as she mentions focusing on Xanath, the permeation of the energy around you kind of increases a bit, almost as if their presence is near enough to understand that there might be some truth to what Winnie's doing, but it's not the astral sea. So movement and finding Xanath. So we begin to realize that the device brought you to where the device thinks Xanath is. And without knowing the full nature of where you currently are, the device might be as confused as you guys are. It doesn't seem to be able to calculate or create a calculus for where you are. There's a sense of unknown. There's a sense as if this place has never truly ever been explored by magic before.
That might be a good idea, Winifred. And like, Earthen walks over and grabs her hand.
Well, Puck and I can just be level since we're both halflings.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I think you're taller. You're a gnome. She's a gnome. She's taller than you.
Oh, maybe I am a little taller.
So sad.
Yeah,
So,
gnomes are pretty tiny.
Can we
So
think
Spot
about
just
the Blood Vault?
As you guys begin to think about the Blood Vault, the energy of the space all around you gets very bright and begins to swirl about you. You're here. You're in the Blood Vault, which is strange because you were under the impression that maybe it was a place. I mean, Puck has always thought it to be maybe the place that she saw Xanath disappear into. So if this is the Blood Vault, she should be here somewhere, but there's no sign of her. There's a feeling that she's here, but there's no physical manifestation of Xanath anywhere.
You remember when we left Xanath, that there was that like guy that ushered her in there.
The creepo, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Xanath's patron, her god.
What was his? Do you remember what his name was?
Helm?
But it wasn't the god. There was like some
Yeah.
It was.
guy
Yeah, it
who
was.
The silver eyes, and he was like shapeshift along the way to that point. He had silver eyes.
Oh, was it the guy?
He was
It's
like,
like Mannheim steam engine, but that's not what it is.
Mannheim.
Mannheim, yeah.
he was a mouse folk for a while.
Matron was the mouse.
Oh,
folk.
Matron was, yeah.
Shit.
The music.
Okay, that sound. I thought it was my kids, and I turned around. I was like, "What the hell?"
Taking notes of the sound, just in my notebook as the sound getting louder.
I feel like he's drawing like the staff and trying to suss out which.
Is the sound building when we talked about Mannheim?
It was Mannheim. It was Mannheim and Xanath went to the edge of the pit. Okay, I'm.
Oh, it's coming
It's-
back.
It's the no. I got my notebook out.
Mannheim.
Oh god, we're gonna see Mannheim.
Mannheim.
The
Wait, we
creepo.
chased that fucker all over the. Ugh.
Mannheim.
Mannheim.
The fuck are you, Mannheim? We met you finally.
The space at your feet shatters open.
Oh.
All of you immediately feel yourselves drop for what feels like hours and hours and hours. The rush of gravity whipping past you. Strangely enough, Linnaeus seems unsurprised by this until at last your feet find some kind of firm footing. And as you land, you're in a landscape of fire, smoke. It is a carnal house all around you. The bodies of the dead are stacked 90 feet deep in great mounds and mountains all around you, but they are creatures that are disfigured. They are ghouls and wights and skeletons. These are creatures of the undead that have been, well, fought in battle, destroyed in battle, utterly brought down in their place. There's a bare kind of winding open path between the mounds and between the cast-off remains of the undead around you.
So I have a legitimate... Sorry,
Linnaeus, it's getting harder for you to contain your excitement. You know this to be the... Yeah, you know this to be the threshold. This is the threshold of the blood vault. This means that you're getting even closer to your destination. That magical item that you've been wanting to get your hands on for so long.
As all of you goes around to all the dead bodies and things and just starts like touching all of them.
Yeah, like checking. You watch Linnaeus goes over to like this corpse, grabs it by the hair, picks it up, looks at its neck and looks at it and then flings it back to the ground and then walks over, picks up another corpse, walks over, picks up another corpse like he's looking for something.
You guys, I'm starting to second guess the choice to bring this stranger on this trip.
Sturgeon, I have a legitimate, like, serious question.
Go for it.
It's going to sound like my normal bullshit, but I promise it is actually a serious question.
Yeah, but you say that a lot, and...
No, but, like...
We've come to the conclusion that even your bullshit is usually pretty serious.
Yeah, that's true. So, you said, like, we were falling for hours, right? Or it felt like we were falling for hours?
Correct.
Could Spot have tried to take a short rest? Because they don't really have to fucking worry about fall damage. They're like, all right.
Oh, yeah, anybody could... You guys could have used that entire time as a short rest if you need it.
We haven't gotten into any fights.
I've used 8 key points.
Focus points. Focus points.
Points like they're water, yeah.
In between the mounds of the dead.
What you doing over there?
Me?
Linnaeus.
Oh.
All will be revealed soon.
See, when you say things like that, I get
As he brushes the hair over his head.
I will say I've seen this a few times and it's rarely good. We should keep an eye on this.
I would like to can I go up and just like put a hand on Linnaeus's shoulder? Like I want to roll to just kind of like tap him. Okay.
Yeah, you put your hand on his shoulder.
All right. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna treat this as like a hey, but all right. So I'm not trying to like actually harm him or anything, but does a what was that 26 hit? I'm not again not lethal, not trying to hurt him.
Yeah,
like, I need him to know, like, all right, I've done this. I've tried to get your attention.
Yeah, I mean, you got his attention. You're able to kind of do a bottom like palm thrust into his shoulder to get his attention.
Hey, Linnaeus, is everything okay? You just went a bit. I don't know you well enough to say weird, but the vibes have changed, I think. Is everything okay?
Linnaeus will look at you, and in the 100-yard stare that Linnaeus just has in general, you can see that he's done these kinds of things more times than a 17-year-old ever should.
Is everything okay? Like, I know you probably don't have a lot, but you can come to me. Like, it's fine. You can talk to me about these things. I know it's weird talking to a 6'4" cat, but you seem like this is a bit intense and traumatizing.
You see his eyes start to well up as nobody's asked him if he's okay ever.
Oh.
And like you see like just the trauma in his past like coming to the surface. And then he remembers you said that he didn't matter if he got beat up. And then he hides it all underneath his hair again and like turns away quick.
As you guys meander through these mounds of dead, you come out the other side. Once again, the land is very undefined, strange, but in the background, a chorus of like this mythical choir in the background and the backdrop of all this. You're standing at the beginning of an edge of something that's allowing you to look down into something. Before you reach the edge, there's a figure standing on that edge. You watch as their right hand reaches out towards one of the mounds of dead, and there's a kind of high pitch in the choir kind of sound. Once again, you hear the cry of those conjuring vocals. You watch as hundreds of undead begin to be pulled from one of the mountains of dead bodies. The hand then just kind of choreographs with strings of music and shoves the undead down into the below space. You then watch with the free hand of the other hand, a great golden glass chalice is raised, and something very deep, dark, and very red in the glass is sipped by this figure. A figure that's wearing black, red, like a black and red duster almost. Their strange kind of Baroque outfit that they wear, a strange cane that leans up against their leg. They're very tall. Their long, black, thin hair pulled back beyond their shoulder. A sense of cold death emanates from this person. For a moment, their head tilts near their shoulder, and you hear, "Well, what do we have here? Interlopers? Answers to the call?" You watch as the figure turns around and immediately stares at Earthen, stares at Spot, and stares at Puck. "Ah, finally, the creatures that destroyed my plans. Perhaps they're here to stop me. Perhaps the truth of what I am doing has made it to their ears.
Spot is just
Children all, if you wouldn't mind, feast upon their bones." You watch as there's a burst of silver mist. You then watch as all around you, the giant piles of corpses begin to begin to struggle. They begin to like wiggle and kind of fall out of their piles. They begin to kind of lurch and stagger as thousands of undead begin to kind of meander towards you. Now, to make this easier, I'm going to have everyone roll initiative. We'll put you in order as thousands of undead begin to swarm you.
plus. Okay, give me a moment to get Spot's initiative.
Earthen is still on his shit with initiative rolls. Don't worry.
Okay.
And then put that initiative in your tag so I can order you on the Theater of the Mind screen, if you would, please.
It was a +6 to initiative. And that was yeah.
Well, I mean, Earthen never charges into battle anyway, so that kind of makes sense.
Right.
Yikes. This is looking... the wizard goes first. That's unhealthy.
How the hell is Spot not first?
I know.
Because
right?
I rolled a 10 and they've only got a +5 to initiative.
That's true. They're not that kind of speedy. They're not always eager. They're not always eager to get into that battle. They like to take advantage of battle, but they don't always get into that battle right away. Linnaeus, you just watched as the creature you know to go by the name of Strahd has vanished directly in front of you. He has called his children to life, and now thousands of these undead creatures are beginning to pile out and form all around you. You guys kind of tighten up into a 360-degree circle with each other kind of back to back, facing out towards these swarms that are beginning to build and come towards you. Linnaeus, what would you like to do?
Linnaeus will there's so many spells.
The dead will chew on your bones. The dead need the sustenance of your souls. These are the creatures my children feed on their insides. Draw their blood from their bone. Give them the hell that they deserve. And like the voice is booming in the background as thousands of these undead begin to crawl and kind of like stagger towards you. Some of the more kind of like sinister looking ones kind of like moving a little bit faster than the other ones, tongues falling out onto the ground, insides spilling out onto the ground as they march towards you.
So Linnaeus, seeing that the cat is the fastest and seems to be the one to get into melee, will cast haste on.
Ooh, a hasted spot? Oh, we're all fucked now.
So, again, question: can haste stack?
Oh,
No, it cannot stack.
Damn
If you
it.
already have a haste ability, you might want to yell that out as a free action.
I can do that myself. Go for the weakling. I mean, Earthen.
all right. So
Earthen
then,
just like does the finger clip.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll
Nice to have you back, Spot.
switch, we'll switch his target to Earthen then and cast.
Okay.
haste.
Earthen, you are now hasted.
All right, and then do I have to make a spell roll for that?
Yes, you do. Give me that spell casting roll.
And it's just a d20 plus your
Spell attack modifier,
spell attack modifier.
which as a wizard should be relatively robust.
So as long as I don't roll in that one. All right, yeah. So I got a 30 or 29.
Yep, that'll definitely go off. Earthen, you're now hasted. You got 2 AP left, Linnaeus.
And just because it's fun, Linnaeus definitely will throw a fireball into the into the undead horde.
Nice. Go ahead and roll damage if you would, please.
So there's the spell casting.
Yep, spell casting, and then
So it's another 29, so it's fine. Then it's oops. Two, 4, 6. Got to roll really poorly. 2, 4, 6, 8. 17 plus 5 is 22 points of fire damage.
okay.
Nice.
You watch as the fireball crashes into one of the leading elements of the undead as they begin to rush and get closer. How'd that do that on its own? That was weird. you watch as a large size of them just kind of shatter up into the air, creating a bit of a gap where they have to kind of backfill into it, slowing down that leading edge coming up towards you. Puck, you are up, and then the undead are on deck.
Oh, just another little thing.
Yeah.
Since I cast 2 spells, but after my spell casting, I'm able to move or teleport automatically. Due to
where would
my
you like?
epic move.
I mean, you're kind of
So,
limited in space because you guys are so
Yeah.
tightly bound around each other.
I just want to make sure I'm within 60 feet of Strahd.
Oh, Strahd is currently vapor.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He turned into a silver cloud, and he is now the ominous voice that is kind of the lair action of the activity that will be happening. Oh, that reminds me, the lair action is up with Puck on deck. I need everyone to make intelligence saving throws, if you would, please.
Is it a spell? It's a lair effect, so no, right?
Yeah, it's a lair effect, so it's an effect and not a spell.
Dirty 20.
Spot got a 19.
Spot will fail. Jophis will fail as well.
Ooh.
I got an 11, so I definitely.
Yeah, that'll fail. Earthen, what'd you get?
23.
Earthen will pass, 22 or higher. Puck, what'd you get?
Puck got a 22.
Ooh, it's always the smart drunk ones you gotta look out for. Puck will succeed. Linnaeus, what'd you get?
26.
Yeah, so Puck and Linnaeus and Earthen are good. Jophis and Spot and Winfred all 3 of you take a point of exhaustion.
What?
You feel a mental oppression as you feel this sense of Strahd's voice persistently in your mind, bringing you down both physically and mentally at the same time.
Is that similar to a charm effect?
No, because it's not a spell. It's not. It's a.
Yeah, I knew it's not a spell, but is it similar to a charm effect?
No, it's definitely not a charm effect because he's not controlling them. He's not making them not do anything. It's just that his presence in their mind is causing them to be physically exhausted from the effort of keeping him at bay.
Okay.
All right, Puck, you are up with the undead on deck.
Quick question about the layouts.
Hmm?
So I'll tell you what I want to do and tell me if that's possible.
Yeah, feel free. Go for it.
I would like to use Wind Wall, which would ideally hurt, all of the undeads in front of us and slow them down, but also trap gas, which I've always wanted to say in battle.
Are you issuing gas from a place we should worry, or?
Well, to my understanding, Strahd is currently in gaseous form.
Yeah, he is a silver mist that is kind of twinkling all around.
So to kind of read out the explanation is a strong wind keeps fogs and other gases at bay. Small or smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall. Loose, lightweight material, etc., etc., etc. Arrows.
Oh, I love this so much. So that's the effect of Wind Wall, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a casting roll for Wind Wall. I think I know what you're trying to do. So give me a casting roll for that. So roll a d20 and add your spell attack modifier to it.
Nice. Well,
Hey, Suto, similar question to the spell effect with the.
can I burn a lucky point?
You cannot do anything to affect spellcasting rolls.
So it's gonna be +8 to 9.
Say that again, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. So it's a +8 to a 9.
So what level spell is it?
It's a 2nd level spell.
Yeah, you're good. Spell will go
17,
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 will definitely go off, so you're god.
Oh, actually,
So
sorry,
you're
it's a third level.
Yeah, it's still you rolled a 17, so you beat a 13 or higher, so it'll go off. So you're good there. So the wind wall forms. And as it does, you kind of all feel the oppression of Strahd's presence kind of get forced away from the group. everybody who failed, you can take away that point of exhaustion,
Ooh.
as Puck has managed to force Strahd's effect out of the initial effect of the group, and you no longer have that exhausted effect.
Amazing.
You still have 2 AP left, Puck. What would you like to do with your final 2 AP?
So this is also an attack spell, actually, with a 3D hit points.
3D what?
So I'm just gonna roll for attack. It's a bludgeoning damage of 3D.
3D
3D8? 3D what?
Sorry, 3D die. So it's like a strength.
You keep cutting out, unfortunately. So is it 3D8, 3D6, 3D10? It should say the total damage and the number of dice that you have to roll.
I think it's
Yeah, we're losing you. You keep cutting out.
I'm
Do me
trying
a
to-
favor. I know. I
Windwall?
remember what used to help.
It looks like
Yep.
she said 3d8.
Oh, 3D8. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll 3D8 for damage.
Should be 48 if it's wind wall,
Oh,
at least in the 5.5e book. That's what it says.
let's do 48.
Yep. The master wizard, the gothy 17-year-old wizard says so.
That's gonna be 12.
12 points of bludgeoning damage, which crashes into the front line of the phalanx of undead, pushing their way towards you. This will hold that portion of them at bay for a little while, like until your next turn. And I believe you have to concentrate on Windwall, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
You still have 2 AP left. You could cast another spell if you'd like. If it's a concentration spell, Windwall will drop.
I do have my bead of psychic shielding, so I'm gonna make sure I hold that to kind of help me through concentration.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
with air attack. And
Got
I'm
this
going
image.
to
I got this
take
image of
my little
Puck
dragon-
holding the bead in her hand out as she's, doing the wind wall all around and holding the bead, and a little half of a fifth of liquor falls out of her back pocket.
and just to really test those the number of limbs this gnome has, she's
Yeah.
also gonna take out her little coin dragon and toss him up and summon him.
Dragon appears in front of you.
Lunch.
Lunch. She psychically tells him, "Go kill that vampire man."
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. I got this. I'm gonna get right on it. Where the fuck is it? I don't see any vampire, man.
It's you. Use your electricity powers to just zap the shit out of the mist.
Okay, all right. And Lunch flies up into the mist and starts orchestrating balls of lightning off of his body as he's beginning to fly around. Anything else?
God.
I would say Lunch was 1 AP, so you got 1 AP left.
Okay, and I do need to concentrate.
I know. Unfortunately for you, I think a lot of your spells are concentration.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna kind of see if I can still sense, if I have a sense of where we.
Okay. The undead swarm are momentarily held back on the part where Earthen, Winfred, and Puck are kind of on the one half of the circle, with Puck kind of holding back the horde coming this way. Linnaeus has slowed down the horde coming towards Spot and Jophis and Linnaeus. However, little rivulets of dozens of them managed to break through Linnaeus's kind of outcome of his fireball, and that part of the swarm kind of makes contact with Spot, Linnaeus, and Jophis. I need the three of you to give me strength saves, if you would, please.
And is this considered, again, this is a lair action. This is not considered a spell?
No, this is not a spell. This is the undead horde attacking you.
Okay.
Two.
Okay. I misunderstood.
2.
You said
2. Jophias
Oh.
take
Two.
20, Jophias take 25 points of bludgeoning damage as you are being swarmed by the undead.
For the record, I could take
Well,
exactly
22.
3 of those hits.
What'd you get, Linnaeus?
12.
12. You'll take 25 points of bludgeoning damage from the impact of the undead horde. Spot?
22.
22. You'll definitely save. You'll take half that. You'll take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the undead horde. With that in mind, Jophias, you are up with Spot on deck. Sorry, Spot's dex is higher. That got reversed. Spot, you are up. Why is... All right. That
That's
is
good.
weird. I am having some technical difficulties. Give me a sec. My
Sure.
screen is going ballistic. Spot, you are up with Jophias on deck.
Okay. Was the thing that hit us? Was that a targeted effect, or was it just? I'm asking because I'm under. I have tranquility, which is essentially sanctuary. So anything that targets me has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, and if they fail, they'll swarm somebody else.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah,
They just can't do
that
it.
part of the swarm that attacks you fails, so they will double up their efforts on the wizard. They will shift and begin to double up their numbers onto the wizard.
Awkward.
Okay.
Awkward.
Well, Awkward. All right. So, can I still see? I know that Puck has kind of dispelled the mist of Strahd.
Well,
Can I
she
still
didn't
kind of-
dispel it. She
Well,
kind of
she pushed it to the side.
Yeah, she kind of caused it to be interfered with, so Strahd lost his concentration on the exhaustion effect, which was a dual effect of her spell. Half of her spell kind of impacted Strahd's mist form, and the other half is bludgeoning and keeping the horde at bay from her, Winfred, and Earthen.
Okay. Very first thing I want to do is invoke my bracers of haste. So I am now
Okay.
hasted for 10 turns.
Yep, you are hasted. That's 1 AP for you to activate your bracers.
Okay. Second thing, how far away is the mist form Strahd that I can see?
It's hard to tell. It looks like Lunch is like zeroing in on something that would be described as a very dense silver fog that is doing its best to shift and move away from wherever Lunch is chasing after it.
How far
At
away is
least
that from-
at least 60 feet away, and it's all happening over the deepest parts of the undead horde at this point.
So I'm going to basically try to functionally like water walk across the top of them to get within range. So
Hell
use
yeah!
that.
Give me acrobatics or athletics as you are using the density of the undead as a kind of platform for you to like leap from head to head to head to get over to where they are.
So that is a 34.
It's almost disgustingly perfect the way you do it. Like for a brief moment, all your companions just start shaking their head like one upper, show off, whatever, as you're kind of bouncing from skull to skull to skull. Unfortunately, when you reach to the point where they are,
I don't need to be within that. I just want to get within 60 feet. Like I'm
Within 60
just doing
feet.
this to get in range.
I would say they are currently flying about 60 feet above the horde. So you'll have to get right underneath where Lunch and
Okay.
the Silver Mist are kind of chasing each other around.
So Spot does that like that. That's I'm gonna call the running across all the horde by hasted action.
Okay.
What I want to do is just look up and just I cut your silver thread, you fuck! How are you here? Like, look, they are legitimately confused and pissed, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at 4th level at them,
Ooh.
like where I see the mist.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. But I'm sorry, it's my fault. There's a little text thing in there that says like per level, and mine is at 4, so I do it for 4.
Right.
It's not for
Yep. No. You do damage at 4th level because of your
Yeah.
current level as a caster. Yep. I gotcha.
Right. So yeah, just I cut your silver thread, you fuck! How are you here? like confused and angry. But yeah, so I want to cast Sacred Flame at the densest part of the mist. So
Okay.
he needs to make a 19 dex save.
He does have advantage on magical saves. That'll be a 19 plus 5 is a 24.
All right. What is my speed?
So one
okay.
hasted action to do the walk, one action to activate the bracers, you got 2 AP left.
Okay.
3 AP.
Are there any like overhangs where I might be able to?
He's hasted, so it's a hasted action. So you get an extra AP for haste.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like,
Yeah.
are there
You counted off
overhangs
2
or
AP.
any? Yeah. So
No, I
have
count
2
off
AP
3.
left.
One hasted action for for the bracers, one for the walk,
Oh yeah.
and then
Sorry.
then one for the one for the
yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah. Forgot about
So
that.
that's you're fine. But because my jumping speed is half my walking speed, right?
Correct for you, yeah.
Okay, so the cloud is approximately 60 feet up. Is there
Correct.
any like overhang or anything that I might be able to like hop off of?
The only thing you could try to hop on is hop on pop or hop on lunch. Lunch is the only thing that you could possibly grab onto or jump on top of.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can swing. Like if lunch kind of like loops down, I want to see if I can kind of swing off them. I don't plan on riding them. I just kind of want to be able to boost
Like
myself
pivot
up
off
to the
their
left.
form. Okay.
Yeah, basically, like,
1 AP to pull that off. So go ahead and give me acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
that is a 24 acrobatics. It's always going to
Okay. Yeah. You manage to leap up into the air just as Lunch is like pivoting around the mist. You then put one of your paws onto the neck of Lunch, and then they leap off of Lunch and into the mist directly. And the mist is like all around you.
Okay, so because my Quicksilver Claws, for the purposes of attacks and whatever, count as magical, I'm just going to try to like. I know I'm trying to shred a cloud,
Right.
but my claws are magic, so I'm going to try
go for
to
it.
just attack that. And
Make some attack rolls. Let's see what happens.
and again, because it was weird to me for the my bonus action, because one of them is completely pointless because I'm a monk and I get 2 attacks. For my bonus action, would that be just be another attack in that, or would it just be like screw it, you don't really get that?
So with monks, whenever it says it costs you a bonus action to do something, it's an AP to do that something. In some cases, it will say, in addition to your action, you can spend a focus point to do such and such. So those are the 2 main demarcations between what costs you an AP versus what's part of your action.
Okay, the reason I was asking is because I have unarmed strike, and the text on that is bonus action when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon. So it's not a key point. Flurry of blows is a key point, but my unarmed strike is not in itself.
Correct. In that case, that's kind of like the paladin verdict that we did, and I know we've done it before with other player monks. You just get that extra attack on top of your.
That's what I figured. So that's fine. And I was gonna use my Quicksilver class.
I think that's only one of the few conditions that it kind of bumps into.
That's fine. That is exactly what I was hoping for there. So basically, instead of 2 attacks per action, I get 3, but one of them has to be unarmed, and that's fine.
Correct.
So,
correct. That is
so
accurate.
all these are going to be with my Quicksilver claws. So first one to hit is that is, I'm sure that doesn't hit. That is a 14 to hit.
This.
What are you? Dirty 20.
That'll miss.
Ooh. How about a 25?
25 will just barely hit. That is his armor class.
Okay. I gotta roll my DC on.
Look up Puck's face. A what?
Well, I mean, it is mist, so like I'm literally trying to shred a cloud. So fair enough. But yeah, so it's 1d10 plus 17 damage though. So
go for it.
Yeah. All right, come on, get me a lucky d10 here. All right, that is 20. It's just normal damage, but yeah. Oh, it doesn't count on that, but yeah. So that's fine. That is 20 total damage to the cloud.
Okay. All right. Was that all your attacks?
That's all my attacks, and that would be my last AP.
Yep. All right, that'll finish Spot's turn. Jophis, you are up. You're on the flank of Linnaeus and where Spot was. There are undead in base with both you and Linnaeus. After Spot leapt up into the crowd to head over towards where Lunch and the swirling gray clouds seem to be battling it out, it's just you and Linnaeus on your flank. The others behind you seem to be holding that flank back through Puck's magical use of her spell. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take a page out of Line Ass's book and
Lying ass? Lying ass? You know what? D6 inspiration. That was it. That is some solid meta. Solid meta.
and cast Fireball on the guys in front of me.
Yeah.
So-
What level are you doing it?
3rd.
All right. Give me a 13 or higher.
That's a 16 plus 9, so that'll pass.
You're good. Go ahead and roll
that's
damage.
D6.
Oh, man, I was hoping for a 9th level fireball. That would have been fun.
For some reason, it says
I think
they only have it as a 3rd level.
Oh, that's because you
Yeah.
probably picked a feat or an ability
Yeah.
that's associated to your subclass.
All right, so this is 8d6. $22 points.
22 points of damage. You still have 2 AP as your fireball strikes the ground in front of you, blasting dozens of them backwards. And there's like an explosion of bone, meat, and skulls that explode up into the air, casting them out of base with you.
And then I want to cast Fear on all of them in front of me. Will that...
The undead, unfortunately, are immune to charm, and fear is a charm-related ability, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
The undead know no fear. The undead, they know no fear, my young, expressive orc. I bet your blood tastes beautiful. The Strahd voice echoes over the battle.
He's monologuing.
Attack him quick! He's monologuing.
Quick, he's monologuing.
Hold on. Well, I guess I'll Fireball again. Screw it.
Yeah, go for it.
That's 16 plus 9 again.
Yeah, that'll do it. Roll for damage. Get out of my head! You fireball the undead away from you even further. They crash backwards.
All right.
Oh my god, Kurt's chomping at the bit. He hasn't run Earthen in what, 2 years?
Yeah. I keep going back through the spell list like, ooh, this will be fun. Ooh, this will be fun. Ooh, this will be fun. Ooh, this will be fun.
29. 35.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
That was pretty good.
Nice. That'll definitely create some space between you and them. That will finish Jophus's turn. Earthen, you are up with Winfred on deck.
So is the effect that's animating the skeleton or the undead horde, is there a magic tied to that?
Ooh, good question. You can spend an AP and make an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right, go for it. Yeah.
That's a Arcana is 22.
22. It feels like the magic of this place is what it's tied to. Not an object, not a person, but tied to the very essence of where you are within the Blood Vault.
Okay, so that'll be my hasted action then.
Okay. Got 4
and-
AP left.
So I get the vibes then that Dispel Magic's not really going to do anything because the place is what's magical.
Yeah, it's like Dispel Magic feels like it is like mending a sunken ship. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, where do you start? What do you focus on? There's no place to focus the Dispel Magic on.
Strahd is within 120 feet of me, though, right?
Yeah, I would say he's within 120 feet of the group that's being surrounded by the undead.
Okay, first action, I'm going to try to dispel magic on his gaseous thing.
Ooh.
Like, whatever's making him gaseous, I'm going to try dispel magic on that.
Yeah, go for
Not
it.
my code. Not my code.
Roll a d20 and add your spell modifier to it.
Yep.
Okay.
See if you beat it.
That's a 17.
Unfortunately, not high enough. As you feel the dispel magic find its intended target, but the resiliency of the target manages to kind of resist the dispel effect.
Okay. Let's see. In that case, I'm going to... Let's go for a good old-fashioned psychic scream.
Ooh.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Is he within 90 feet?
No,
Or
I'd say he's
120
120 feet away.
Okay. All right. No
Yeah.
problem. Okay. Then I will look for.
I
like,
mean, you
a
can always
gap.
take your chances and go shoulder to shoulder and, go deep into the undead to get closer.
Well, I'm gonna look at the gap in our circle where Spot bolted, and I'm just gonna psychic scream at that gap.
Okay. Intelligence save, or is it a spell?
Intelligence save 19.
That is definitely going to fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that's 14d6 damage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is that one of your crown effects?
No, it's a spell. It's a 9th level. Oh, yeah, shit. Let me roll my
Oh,
spell.
yeah, you got to roll that 19 first
Woo,
there.
There we go. Cool. I rolled a 9 plus 11, so dirty 20.
Made it by 1. That would have been a fun D100 for a 9th level
Right?
spell.
Right. So, yeah, sorry. So, Psychic Scream goes off. It affects up to 10 creatures. So, I'm just going for like a broad swath of 10 of them that are coming at us. All right. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 9, 40, 44 psychic damage.
Not only does that expand the cone of the dead bodies being blown backwards and up into the air, Linnaeus gets a kind of moment of reprieve from the ones that were swarming, doubling up onto him. Some of those are blown up and over Linnaeus, and he is now kind of surrounded by a semicircle of bones and meat kind of at his feet, both charred and psychically destroyed.
Yeah, it does say
believe
that I choose the creatures too, so that's why I was like, okay, yeah.
You have,
that's
you have
it.
2 AP left.
Nope, because I did the dispel magic. That was also a
Oh,
spell.
yeah, that's
Yep.
right. And it didn't
Yep.
affect. That will finish Earthen's turn. Winifred, you are up. Then we'll be at the top of the second round with Linnaeus on deck.
All right. I would love to try to cast Befuddlement on Strahd.
Ooh. That, I believe, what's the range on that, though?
It's 150 feet.
Woo! Excellent, excellent. His battle with Spot and Lunch are in relative distance of that. I believe you just need to make that spell casting roll.
Yeah, let's see. And then he'll have to make an intelligence save, which I'm sure he's good at. But all right, let's see. It's an 8th level spell, so I got to roll
18 or higher.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled a 5 plus 13 is 18.
18, there it is, baby. See, it's funny how more edgy the spell casting rolls get when you start rolling those big fat spells.
Yeah. All right, so
Those lower levels are looking good.
he has to make an intelligence save of 19.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's got advantage on all spell saves. He rolled a 7 and a natural 19. However, he's only a +3 on his intelligence saves.
Oh,
So
really?
that's a 22.
Can I
Let
use a
me-
luck point to impose disadvantage on that?
I can silvery barbs him. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Wait. Well, keep in mind, both of those have range limitations. So silvery barbs is limited to 60 feet,
Hang on, let me look it up.
I believe.
Yeah, 60 feet. Yeah.
So
no.
that's not close enough. Double check if your implementation of your luck is merely because you exist and you have that ability, or if the target that is affected by luck has to make that roll, which usually means there might be a range in mind for such an ability. Because if it works, I only get to re-roll the 19. I don't get a second dice in the roll. I only get one re-roll.
Oh no, I can't do it. Never mind.
Oh no!
It's for
That
attack
would've been-
rolls against me only.
Yeah, that would have been epic. You still have 2 AP left, Winfred. What would you like to do next?
All right.
Right now, Puck is keeping the mob at bay, so you do have a little bit of room and a little bit of ability to maneuver on top of whatever you want to do.
Does it feel like kind of everyone else has the undead under control, or?
Earthen did a pretty good job of clearing up Linnaeus. Jophis did a pretty good job as well, blasting them backwards. You get the feeling that if any of the undead horde get through, it's not going to be in the numbers like it was before. They're going to be able to trickle in from behind you, as long as Puck maintains concentration, and as long as Earthen, Linnaeus, and Jophis are behind you, they may be able to go around.
All right. Let me. Man, I'm gonna try befuddlement one more time.
Yeah, she's tall too. Befuddlement again?
I'm gonna do it one more time.
Yeah, give me that spell casting roll.
All right. Okay, that's a nat 20.
Nice. It means your next spell automatically goes off
All
that
right.
you want to cast. That is, god damn, that's an 8 and a natural 18 this time, which is +3, which I'm so sorry,
No.
which is
All
a
right.
21, unfortunately.
All right,
But
that's fine.
but that's the reason why I love the AP, because it really gives you that chance to just start flinging spells and take
away.
those odds, you know. Top of the second round, Linnaeus, you watch as Winifred is attempting to focus in on Strahd's gaseous form. You can see that Jophis and Earthen have cleared the undead from your guys' position. Puck is concentrating and holding back with the wind wall the others that are attempting to kind of make their way through. What would you like to do?
All right, this is a long shot, but it's me not knowing my abilities. So I have the alert feat, and
Okay.
in that feat, when I rolled initiative, I was able to swap initiatives with people, but I know we're already in it, so I don't know if you're allowed.
Oh, the challenges of a level 20 character
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
in a limited series of shots.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So then, because I didn't do it earlier, I'll have to cast Mage Armor.
Oh yeah, 2 AP to cast Mage Armor.
Yeah.
You know what though? I'm okay retconning that because I feel like being in the Blood Vault and you being excited about being here, you would already know how dangerous it is. So let's say Mage Armor's already up. That makes more sense.
Okay. So then my Protective Ward is up then as well. So my
Correct.
Protective Ward is what took the 25 damage. Do I take 50 damage because of the others that came onto me?
No, that just increased the amount of damage you would have taken the next
Okay.
lair action or the next undead action if you had failed your strength saving throw.
Yeah.
But because Earthen has now stepped in and psychically screened and destroyed those around you, it's kind of diminished that effect of Spot heading off towards Lunch and Strahd.
Got it. Okay. So then I will whip. Let's do a 5th level fireball into the horde.
Yeah.
Spell casting roll. I got a 13 plus 12, so that's 25. Oops.
Is everybody okay going over a few minutes since we kind of started a little bit
Absolutely,
late?
I am.
Okay, all right.
So it's
Well,
$40.
I know that Tally's on the East Coast. So I think she's one more hour further than the
No.
rest of us. So I just wanted to be.
The three of us should all be on the same time. So yeah, New York
Well,
time.
I think you guys are CST, aren't you?
No, I'm Eastern.
Oh, okay. I
Brian
always
and
thought-
Chris and I are all CST though.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. All right, Linus, what are you, or lying ass, what are you doing?
Adds 40 points of fire damage to
Nice.
the horde.
The horde once again breaks apart, falls back further as more are crawling over the fallen, picking up the meaty chunks that are still there and kind of gnawing on them as they kind of mindlessly swarm into the direction of all of you.
And I liked what the guy giving me shit was
Hey, keep in
trying to
mind, the horde is a spellcaster's wet dream, guys.
do.
You should be really looking at them high-level spells and going, okay, what can I do? And Strahd is a magical creature, so he's resilient and resistant to magic. So keep in mind, him as a target is not super easy, but he is technically a target. It's just that his abilities are executed during the lair action, whereas the undead kind of go on the initiative round of 18.
Right. But I like the idea of trying to dispel magic that
Ooh.
so, and especially since I'm an abjuration wizard, dispel magic's on my.
Are you attempting
So-
to spell magic?
I am attempting to spell magic.
Give me a d20 and add your spell modifier to it.
Is it my spell attack modifier or
No, it's just your spell modifier,
just
unfortunately.
just my intelligence? Got it. All right, here we go. Hey, that's a 20.
A 20.
Hey.
You watch as the flank of the dead on the left side beyond you begin to tumble down and inanimate. The great hordes that were forming and running in, suddenly all of them stopped forming and are now collapsing all on the reverse flank of where Linus and Earthen and Jophias are. That will
And then,
finish, I believe that's 4 AP, correct?
Yep, that is correct. And then I just
Okay.
get some arcane wards back because I cast an abjuration spell.
Gotcha.
Yep.
You do have the ability. Oh no, because you're out of AP, so you can't move.
Yes, I'm
Puck, you are up with the undead on deck. You are currently holding back the horde in front of you. You just watched as Linus just kind of did a huge spell beyond, and it kind of severed the magical connection that was going on with the undead creatures behind you, and you're watching them just collapse by the thousands.
Okay, so it seems the horde is not as much of a problem anymore.
The horde in front of you is still swarming like crazy.
Oh,
The
okay.
horde in back of you feels like it's been negated by that dispel magic.
Okay. Let's see. So I don't know if this is stretching the rules.
Well, we know you, Puck.
So I know I can reform the wall during my turn.
Well, technically, you're concentrating on it, so it's constant. As long as you don't take damage, which causes you to lose concentration, or as long as you don't cast another concentration spell, it's a persistent barrier that you're currently maintaining that will continuously do bludgeoning damage to the horde that's rushing towards you.
It says you
Uh-oh.
ground.
Are you Hey, Tally, you know what used to fix this when it would start getting like that? Jump out of StreamYard really quick and jump back in. If I
Okay.
recall, that tended to fix the problem with your camera.
I'll be right back then.
Yep, go for it. I don't know if anyone else remembered that, but I noticed that whenever her latency would get worse and worse and worse, and then she'd jump out and jump back in, it always seemed to get a little bit better. So that is until she posts in Discord, I can't get back in. What have you done?
You bastard, Jason!
There she is.
It's better?
And she's back. It's a little bit better. It started off a little choppy, but it might get better. We'll see.
Okay. So it says that I can reform the wall so long as it creates a continued shape. Can I do that after the initial casting, or can I?
Right, like you could reform it into a new height, into a new length, a new parameter of what you want it to be. Like if you want to make it tall, if you want to make it longer, if you want to make it a square, it allows you to reform it at the beginning of your turn if you choose to continue to focus and use it. It only costs you 1 AP to do that. It's because it's already cast. So it'd only be 1 AP as opposed to 2 AP.
Okay, so I'm gonna try in a way that pushes the gas away.
Oh, so you're going to move it and shift it away from the horde and focus on where you believe Strahd to be up above the other side.
Yeah, and I guess my goal is to get him out of range so he gets way the fuck away so we can get out of here.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting because that's going to free up the horde in front of you to begin to charge into all of you en masse. But I love it. Go ahead, and as you shift it over in that direction, Spot, go ahead and give me a strength save for starters.
Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Yeah, you will not be affected by the wall as you're able to resist it. I'm not going to be able to save against that with Strahd, so he's going to be pushed away. Go ahead and roll bludgeoning damage, if you would, please, Puck.
Nice.
That's going to be a 13.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. Spot, you notice that this wind wall causes the kind of mixed miasma of silver energy around you to kind of reform, get buffeted, and then suddenly kind of furl backwards as it's being pushed and moved further away from where Puck is now moving towards the form. Unfortunately, shifting that way, the horde is going to take a reaction, and they're going to use swarm as they immediately begin to swarm both Puck and Winifred. So I need both Puck and Winifred to make strength saving throws, if you would, please. Because technically, Earthen, did you move or did you cast from where you were standing alongside Winifred? You're muted. Can't hear you.
I just turned and looked at the guy.
Oh, then I need a strength saving throw from you as well.
You don't. If it's anything like, what's the DC? Because if it's like 20, I can't make it. So
it's a DC 18.
Well, I rolled a 5, so that's a 4.
Okay. That the swarm's going to come in contact with you, Winifred.
No, it's a 3. Yeah. I have a -2 to strength.
Yeah, that's true. Winifred, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
Yeah, it's going to come in contact with you. Puck, what'd you get for your strength save?
Can I burn a lucky point on my save?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's just on casting rolls. It's just on casting rolls that you can't. So, as you turn and march towards Strahd's silver kind of cloud, pushing him further and further away, you can hear the horde be released, and it now swarms in. You're far enough away that it doesn't quite make contact with you, but it begins to overrun both Earthen and Winifred. Earthen and Winifred, the two of you are now prone on the ground, and each of you will take 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, sorry.
Don't like that.
Oh, swear words.
Swear words. That sounds like a Winifred move right there. I like that.
So I know that's probably gonna really hurt Earthen looking at him. So I'm gonna use projected ward, use an AP, and I'll soak 27 points of those damage with my ward.
Ooh, nice. Does that allow you to use it as a reaction?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Any creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself takes damage. You can take a reaction to
you will. Yeah, you. What does your ward look like? Is it like a, what would it look like when it executes and protects Earth?
Yeah, it looks like just like darkness, but like cartoonish darkness.
With an attitude.
Yeah, with an attitude. Like skulls
So,
popping out.
wait.
Yeah, little
What
goth
kind of-
skulls are popping up. And the goth skulls are all wearing like spiked collars.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I need to know how dark is this because I know
Oh.
what you're going through. But is this full like darkness? Ebony darkness, dimension Raven Way darkness, or are we like not quite that level? Oh yes, I went there.
So yeah, just like Eartha, you
My
begin to
God.
get knocked prone, and you feel the weight of the swarm collapsing onto you. But then this explosion of spiky collared skulls just kind of erupt around you, and you watch as all the damage they were doing to you shifts into a miasma of energy and gets absorbed over to where Leonis is standing like 30 feet away from you.
He gives him like a thumbs up.
Puck, you still have 2 AP left. What would you like to do with your final 2 AP?
Nice. Okay. So, Tensor's floating disc is.
I think that has a long casting time. though.
It does. Okay. So I think I can do cantrips while I'm concentrating, right?
Well, as long as it's not a concentration spell, yeah, you're good.
So I'm going to do Sacred Flame. Again, seeing if science works here. Can I put a bit of Sacred Flame here and make a little blowtorch of Sacred Flame?
What are you casting it on? On Strahd? Or
Yeah.
into the Horde? Because like you're like wind shearing Strahd away from you, freeing up your other ability to cantrip like a blowtorch effect into the undead, or up towards Strahd as you're pushing him away.
Would the wind amplify the effect of the fire, or is the fact that it's a magical fire means that it's not
Not really.
the same?
Not really.
Okay, so but would it reach Strahd?
You're pretty far.
Would the wind carry the Sacred Flame
Well,
to Strahd?
What's the range on Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame is 60 feet.
60 feet? I'd say he's still out of range because you're pushing him away at this point.
Yeah.
I would say he's about 90 feet away from you.
So I'll just kind of blow torch towards the horde and maybe try and create a circle around us again that they would have to cross if I can.
Now you kind of lean back towards the swarm on top of Earthen and Winifred. I need to make dex saves, I believe, for that.
Oh, actually, wait. Can I use the? I still have some residium from 20 years ago when we were adventuring together in my pocket.
Yes.
On a technicality. Can I use that residium to amplify the effect, or maybe create just like a line of oil that will stay there?
Give me a sleight of hand as you cast Sacred Flame, and then hold the residuum in your palm as a material component when you cast. So give me a sleight of hand because this is kind of overpowering the effect.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Sleight of hand. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna burn another lucky point. Okay, that's a 19.
19. For Earthen and Winfred, you feel and see this intense blast of radiant heat that slams into the piles of swarms that are swarming on top of you, keeping you prone. They get blasted back, allowing both of you to no longer be under the prone condition, as they're blasted off of you and away.
Nice. Can I roll for damage?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. I'll add it to the Horde's hit point pool.
Yay. Does the fact that I used Residium add any amount to my 4d8?
Yes, you can roll 8d8. You can double the damage.
Yes, hell yeah. Man, keeping all that information on my sheet really paid off.
You know, if you're an opportunistic player, you always want to keep those things available. You just never know what it might do.
That's going to be 34.
34 points of damage.
Nice.
I believe that will finish your turn since you doubled up on that Sacred Flame. The undead will go next. I forgot to do... Strahd was supposed to go before you. So I'll retcon the fact that Strahd lair action was a initiative 20, so he should have gone first. Once again, you hear Strahd's voice. Well, it seems that their skills are quite good. A cat, an orc, a human. I could practically see the blood flowing through his body. Very thin. What a waif. I'm not even sure I would bother chewing on the halfling. It looks like leather. But the gnome and the young man, I bet that blood keeps you going all night long. Well, my children, let us crush the marrow from their bone. Rise from the deep depths. Come and join the fray. You watch as rising through the other piles of dead bodies, you watch as these giants, these undead giants, begin to form en masse. You could feel the mushy, strange consistency of the ground shifting underneath. You watch as these giant undead creatures begin to swing these massive cudgels and weapons. They begin to swarm into the immediate area. Once again, I need everybody to make strength saves, if you would, please.
No.
Look, if it's an 18, I can't make it unless I roll a nat 20.
Technically, this is a DC 22, so
I can't make
Well,
it.
I fail. Yeah, I fail.
can't make it.
If it's strength, it's
I
impossible
rolled
for me
a
to make
3.
it.
yeah,
All the-
3. Eartha, you'll pass on this one, or you'll take a pass
Fail.
on this one.
I'm not going to
Okay.
roll. I'm going to fail it anyway. A nat 20 gives me a 18.
Damn, it'd be good to have a paladin right now. I got a 19, but I don't add anything to strength saves.
I know, so that'll fail. Puck, what'd you get?
23.
Yeah, Puck's a bit beefy. I don't know why, but Puck has always been a little bit beefy.
Puck is lucky.
Yeah, that's fair. Leonis, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, Spot, what'd you get?
23.
23. Spot and Puck will be unaffected. You'll take half damage and not knocked prone. Everybody else will take 50 points of bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone, of course. Everyone else will take 25 points of damage and not be knocked prone. As these giant undead wage their way into the fray, into the fight, then Puck would have gone, and now it's the undead's turn. However, something interesting may just happen. Xanath. The fight has been unending. The feeling of a numbness and an exhaustion kind of seeps both into your bones, into your muscles. The idea of this fight that has been ongoing for so long, that's been the center of your purpose here at the threshold of the blood vault. Around your neck, you hold on to the amulet that you're meant to always protect. This threshold has been assailed by the undead for as long as you can remember making that choice. The last time you saw your friends saying goodbye to Puck. But as you stare at the threshold in front of you, the unending tide of blood behind you, the wasted dead all around you, off in the distance, you can see a ridgeline. Up on that ridgeline, you can see a whole new fight has broken out. And as this fight is being waged up on that ridgeline, you just hear a voice off in the distance. Oh, great. Fuck. Undead giants. Xanath, where the fuck are you? As you hear Puck's voice just kind of waft over the kind of like pause in the fight that you've been doing for over 10 years straight, without rest, without any kind of notion of a break. You feel exhaustion leave your body. You feel your teeth grit down into your lower jaw as you place the helm, the familiar helm, on your head. You grab the amulet, you grab your weapon, and you immediately begin sprinting off towards the ridgeline where the fight is taking place. And that's where we're going to finish tonight.
I'm
Whoa.
so excited. I'm so
How
excited for
fucking
that.
dare you?
Yes.
I'm so excited for that zone of of temporary HP. That
Oh,
lives
Right. Let's just hope she gets there in time. It's a
There's
long
load of
run.
temporary HP that kept me alive many,
Hey, start telling.
many times.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
Can I, before we end, because we would be ending on my turn, can I try to do a thing? I just want to see if I can.
Well, no, technically we're ending on the undead
Oh,
turn
okay.
because they haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
And I did that on
Okay.
purpose to make it easy to remember for when
Fair
we
enough.
come back. So
Yeah.
you guys linger so we can talk about the schedule. Everyone else, thank you for coming out and watching. We really appreciate it. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget, play a game, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye.